to Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. We're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just going to wing it? There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern plaque like on the 10-pound test. Smoke sass, never fast. Take a guess. I be the early morning Stone Pimp. Straight limping, Boone's farm drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain. Balloon whack MC killing.
Welcome to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. That man, double duty Diz, as we call him in the biz. Dude, we just realized you riled me up right before we went on the air. You reminded me that we have beef.
Yeah, we did.
We have unsettled beef from like 3 years ago that I totally forgot about. That I will tell you this, in all honesty, I was legitimately mad about.
I knew you were.
Yeah, I was legitimate. I doubt how mad was I, considering we've been working together for 7 months and it never crossed my mind and I totally forgot about it. But at the time, I was legitimately upset. And it all starts, well, I'll tell you how it all started, but let me tell you a couple other things first. You want to interact with the program? 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. Find the Lazy Ass Podcast as well while you're out there. And you can watch the program. It's fun to do. And I don't say this enough, but maybe you just think that the radio is a thing that you do in your car. 99.999% of TVs have a YouTube app. Bring us on in the living room. Bring the whole family around, whether you're sitting at home or in your car or in the office. Put on the YouTube anywhere you may be. Who needs streaming shows and bad TV when you can be watching Senning Show inside of your home? And that is at the 1025 The Bone YouTube page. Go ahead and do that now. We've got Danielle in at 2 today because I am taking Friday off for an extended birthday weekend. So we're going to do one for the ladies with Danielle at 2. But first, we got to dig into that. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off 3 years too late. So I walked in the studio and I had a dream last night.
Okay.
I had a dream that all of these windows were open. And in my dream, it was freaking awesome. Like, I don't know how to explain to you how cool it looked and it felt in here.
Yeah.
But I mean, just kind of imagine all of this natural light coming in, very, very bright. I want to say that in my dream, the skies were kind of orange. It was like later in the evening, like almost like a sunset vibe. So as soon as I walked in here today, I said out loud, I had a dream. And I started messing with the blinds, and then I realized that the blind was broke. And you said
You did that years ago. And you tried to fix it.
And that's when it all came back to me. That's when it came back to me, because I don't know where they stand on it now, but there was a period of time, probably early in the Bone TV days, and I don't know. I don't know the logistics or the scientific explanation behind all of it, but we were told to never, ever touch the blinds in here.
Especially by Dylan.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, is that if you've picked up any nuanced conversation around here, we're all afraid of the engineers, and we're really all afraid of Dylan, who is he's a sweet man at his core. But he's a businessman.
Yeah.
And if you disobey him, or if you break something, or really if anything goes wrong and he has to fix it, you're going to get his wrath. And,
yes.
and you know, that's who he is. I still love him, but he's terrifying. and it was a thing that I had been talked to about repeatedly.
Oh, I never knew that
Yeah,
part.
so it was an ongoing thing, because I liked when I sat in your seat, like 2 days ago, I walked in here, I think it was on Monday, and that blind behind you was closed.
Yeah.
And it like freaked me out. Something about, like, if you watch me sometimes in certain moments, I'll just be staring into the clouds while I'm like, it's almost like a fidget spinner, just looking at the clouds, and it brings me peace. So I used to do the same thing when I sat in your seat, and he would get on me to the point to where it was just nipped in the bud. Well, one day, I don't know what I was doing or why I was doing it. I must have been filling in. You want to know what? It was honestly probably during the days that Drew was out.
It definitely was.
Because I was that matches the timeline for when ultimately the Bone 10, which is where funny thing, the guy who hates snitches snitched. I was messing with this window blind behind me and just broke it. Like, I don't remember exactly what happened.
I got it on tape.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't have it anymore, but I had it on tape.
Yeah, and I just broke it. I was trying to get it down.
I think you even looked over to me when it happened. You're like, "Oh, I broke it." And you go, "Are you effing taping
Yeah.
this?"
Oh, dude. And then so it was broke, and I don't remember how I kind of jerry-rigged it up there to just be up there, but I do remember, and I don't know if you remember this part. So you were taping me. It might have been right in that moment. I said to you, dude, the blinds are not a joke. I said, Dylan will have a fit. Please do not tell anybody about this.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how much time had passed.
Yeah.
But at the Bone 10th, there were questions that people put forth onto cards for each other. One of the questions on the card that I was asked in front of a sold-out Capitol Theater audience was, I don't even remember what the question was. What was the question?
It was something like, something basically about leading into the blinds. It's like, is there any truth to you being responsible for breaking
the blinds? And
I swear to you, I think you thought Monica said it at first.
I will tell you, that never happened. I knew for 100% certainty that it was you, because I just remembered Monica may have been here, but I don't remember talking to her about it. I just remember talking to you about it, and at that point, well, I mean, it still is, but I mean, at that point, without me really knowing you, especially as well as I know you now, I just knew you live to start trouble. So
I was Agent of Chaos,
exactly.
Baby.
So I remember vividly like begging you not to tell anybody. So then when it finally came out, my initial thought was, this son of a bitch. and I don't know what I said out loud or to anybody, but I can tell you that I was legitimately mad on that day. It came and went very quickly, but
so I remember you telling me, do not share that video with anyone, because I thought that was my loophole. Like, well, he didn't say I can't say anything, because and I promised you that I wouldn't. And then going back, I do remember you sent me a text later. You go, and it was like, please don't tell anyone about this.
I do.
It was a text.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, I already sent in my sheet where it said it on there. I was like, yeah, man, no worries. I got you. Because I thought they're never going to bring this up.
Well, and it did, like everybody, it was really such an inside joke at that point, because I don't know who else knew about it, but I do remember that following Monday or whatever it was, I remember Dylan coming to me and being like,
did?
oh, yeah. And I mean, I think he half laughed it off.
Yeah.
But, and truthfully, I should have just manned up in the moment and went to him and be like, hey, dude, I know I'm not supposed to be touching these ever. But I broke it. And so needless to say, full circle, I came in to relive my dream today and open all the blinds, and I was faced with the blind that I broke 3 years ago and Dizzy snitched on me for, and that brought you the last 10 minutes of Senning Show, so congratulations.
I remember when that happened, after everything, we were up like back where the employees were, like in the green room type stuff, and you were holding the door and you were talking to Danielle. And I remember you looked and saw me and you kept talking to her for a minute, and she had to come like all the way down the hall. You both walked out the door. I'm like, "Are we good?" And you're like, "Yeah, we're good. Don't worry about it." And you walked away, and I had someone like a date there, and I walked over to her. I go, "Oh, he effing hates me." And you're like, "How do you know?" He said you're good. I go, No. I know John Senning. He's playing nice because he doesn't want to make it a big deal.
Yeah.
He hates me in this moment.
And you know what? We've healed enough for me to tell you I did.
Yeah, I knew it.
In that moment, I absolutely did. But what does that say about my ability to hold a grudge? That here we are all these years later, and until I realized the blind was still broken, I had forgotten all about it. Time heals all wounds, and it is so crazy. Monica even said, because we were reliving this, and she goes, "Who would have thought?" Like look at you guys now, and it's so weird. Like you just go back to a moment in time, and imagine if you would have picked up a note, or somebody would have handed you a note and been like, "Hey, in 4 years, you guys are going to be doing 1 to 4 together, and, just the two of you." And it's radio's a crazy business. It can take you in a bunch of different directions. Let's take this call real quick, and then I have many things that I want to talk about. Hello, Senning. What's going on? Come on.
Be a professional.
This is Brenda.
Hey, Brenda, what's going on? Oh,
I wanted to give y'all an update about the situation with the dogs.
Oh, yes, please. Can you turn down your radio, please? Yes, this is Sweet Brenda, who's...
Alexa, stop.
Thank you. This is Sweet Brenda, who got her dog cremated, and the folks at the crematorium gave her back hair to a dog that was not hers. We've been putting this place on blast. Brenda, tell me you got good news today.
I did. Well, I got it Friday, and I didn't get home in time to call you. And I tried yesterday and couldn't get anybody. But I went to the vet's office and told them, look, these people ain't getting back to me, so y'all are to blame too, because y'all are just using this place.
Yeah.
So the girl at the vet got a hold of them, and she watched the video from the time they put it on the table to the time they took him out of the cremation thing and everything. They watched everything. They still don't know where the hair come from. And even the vet girl says that's not his hair. But the ashes are his ashes, because she said she watched everything from them cremating him to the time they put him in, took him out, everything from beginning to end.
Well, that's a little
so that made me happy. Yeah,
good,
because that's what I was worried about.
Do we owe anybody an apology, or are we going to keep burying these pricks?
Well, they're going to give me my money back also for the cremation. The cremation and the cost of everything for it, because still can't tell me whose hair it is.
So since we have been there for you during these dark times and helped you bring light to this, would you be willing to put a Senning Show sticker on the cremains, on the urn that you have your sweet baby?
Yeah,
in?
I can put it. I can slap it right over the scratch it's got in it.
All right, good deal. All right, well, let's make plans to meet up so I can get you those stickers, Brenda. And I'm glad you got a little peace and a little bit of closure. Thank you so much for keeping us updated.
And I thanks for all y'all's help too, because I believe that played a part in it also.
Well, that means a lot. We got power here, so stay in touch, Brenda. I appreciate you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Hey. Kind of sounds like she might have been wrong.
She had the back.
Everybody, everybody mourns in their own way.
Yeah.
Everybody is it's a tough time for everybody. Dude, so last night, twofold. I was having crazy dreams, probably because I couldn't sleep. So I was like in and out of weird sleep. So I had a dentist appointment this morning, which who in God's green earth makes a dentist appointment at 7:00 in the morning?
Oh my God.
Like that is if you know anything about me, I'm not a morning person. I'm not an early riser. Like getting up around 8-ish is my thing.
Yeah.
If I don't get out of bed until 8:30, that's not that crazy. So I was up at 6 something, and anytime I have to get up, I just can't sleep. But dude, I started getting wrapped up in this Tsunami drama last night as I was falling asleep or trying to fall asleep, which if you don't know, what will go down as one of the largest earthquakes in the history of earthquakes struck off the coast of Russia. And then tsunami warnings popped up for Hawaii, parts of Alaska. And then as I was kind of trying to doze off, but just doom scrolling, I started seeing they upped it to a tsunami warning for California and Oregon. And the language was kind of like Hawaii might be wiped off the face of the earth. I mean, they're calling it a mega quake that was hit at a certain angle that would be known to cause tsunamis. And then I wake up this morning and I don't even. It seems like there was no real. There doesn't even seem like there were really any tsunamis.
No, it was nothing, right?
Dude, tsunamis seem to be one of the now some, and I don't want to be insensitive because there were some areas that went underwater. I haven't seen anything about any deaths or anything like that. But it seems from what I was reading last night that you can't predict a tsunami. Like they can tell you that one might happen or there's a good chance one might happen. But they thought there was going to be 7 feet of water across most of Hawaii and all the islands, and they didn't really get anything. And I think they got a little bit of water over in certain parts of California in the marinas and in certain
harbors
and stuff like that. But it got me thinking about that movie that you brought up a couple weeks ago, which was the
Impossible.
Is that what it was?
I think
With who was it? Ewan McGregor,
and
Naomi Watts?
Yeah. Wait, no. Naomi Watts? Is that it?
I don't know. The Tsunami
Tom Holland,
movie.
the Spider-Man guy?
Yeah. Tsunami movie. It is The Impossible.
Okay, yeah.
It is what it is. And it was just, there were all these live cams of the beaches in Hawaii, and I'm kind of watching them just thinking the sea is going to take over all of this. Who was in this damn movie now? Oh, yeah, it was Naomi Watts. Ewan McGregor, Tom Holland. And I think as much as we talk about natural disasters and which one's the scariest and which one would you not want to be in, I think when it comes to not knowing if it's actually going to happen, tsunami might be at the top of that list. Just because hurricane, we know it's coming.
Yeah.
Tornado, it may be short warning, but you know it's coming. Dude, I don't know if you saw any of the pictures. These people in Hawaii were freaking the F out trying to get off these islands, get to higher ground, get to inland. They're stuck in traffic for hours, and then just nothing happened at all, which is a good thing. I'm not sad that there weren't tsunamis, but I will say when I was going to bed last night, I thought I was going to wake up to like one of the worst natural disasters of all time, even though still this earthquake was 8.8, which is. Have you seen any of the pictures from Russia of when the earthquake actually struck?
No.
There's like one video inside a convenience store, and I've seen videos of earthquakes before, but it looks like you're watching the earth shift. Because you are. It's not like it's just shaking mildly. Like the first shake, it like the whole place just moves to the left, like a tectonic plate or something just got moved around. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this? Is this Brenda again?
No, but I wanted to say about Brenda's dog, that hair thing. I still haven't got my granny's pubes, and I tried to get film of it, and they're denying me.
Do you remember? Would you be able to remember what color your grandma's pubes are? So if you did get pubes,
yes, they were mostly white, but they did have a few blacks still in there.
Okay, so you'd be a little salt and pepper pubes is what Granny was.
What
rocking.
color did you get back?
He didn't get them yet. He's still waiting on them.
I got like dog hair.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but I did spend a couple nights with your grandma, and it was a little musty.
Oh, my God.
Thank you. So where would you put tsunamis on your top 5 worst natural?
It's up there, dude.
You think it's like number 2? Well, you said mudslides were first, right?
It's like a mind F of to me, it's like a mind F of a natural disaster, which I did not know. But I would love to know, not that anybody out there knows this, but like the worst tsunami that ever happened, did they tell them that was because like per that movie, like they didn't know that was coming.
No.
That was the way that and it was based on a true story, so I'm going to choose to believe them, but they didn't seem to know that it was going to happen at all. Was there a chance? Like what was the percentage that it makes it to California and just wipes out miles of the stuff? Like, was that within the realm of possibility when it comes to what they don't know? So from a perspective of fearing the unknown, I got to put the tsunami probably at number 2, number 3.
Do you feel like when stuff like this is happening, Like, oh, we're reaching record high temperatures and stuff. It's the end of the world stuff. It's like day after tomorrow.
Dude, it really is. And not a lot of people have been following this, but it's called this area where this earthquake happened. There's a fault line around there. And I think these people call it like the Devil's Ring because it's notorious for having earthquakes. But dude, there have been earthquakes happening on this fault line, and it's out in the ocean, and not a lot of it is affecting people, and they're not causing tsunamis. But there have been so many earthquakes as of late that a lot of people in the earthquake community, for lack of a better term, think that a complete break in a fault line, or sometimes these fault lines can start caving in, and then I don't even know what happens. I guess the ocean then just goes down a hole.
Just disappears.
Yeah, exactly. Just all of the universe just gets sucked into a giant fault line. It's undeniable.
Yeah.
To not, and I've said this before, like, would we know it? Like, if we were living in the end times, what would it take for us to know it? Like, you turn on the news a few weeks ago, all of these 1,000-year floods. We're sitting here in Florida. It's the hottest it's ever been. You're looking at now earthquakes that are as big as some of the biggest that have ever happened, all kind of at the same time. Like, what would it take for us to go, oh, yeah, this does kind of feel, oh, yeah, this is it. This is like something bigger than just weather.
I think it's kind of, and I'm going to reference this movie, Back to the Day After Tomorrow. I think it would take you having to know someone that's in those positions to know these type of things.
Like the world's most important scientists would have to come to you and go, the world's ending.
Basically, because like I believe in that movie the whole time. People are like, it's not that bad. On TV, they said it's just going to be, some flash floods here and there. But the one guy, Jake Gyllenhaal's character, is like, no. My dad works in this branch of whatever, and he's absolutely sure there's things we're not going to be able to handle. And everyone's like, kiss my ass. You don't know what you're talking about.
Still, though, does that person really exist? Because you look at, I'll compare it to the damn alien ship that's coming towards Earth right now. You've got a guy who is a Harvard astronomer ringing the alarm and telling people there's no way this can just be a rock. It is an alien ship headed for Earth. Nobody's really paying attention. It's in the New York Post. We're joking about it. He's talking about it. Maybe when it gets down to be like a few days out, maybe people will be louder if there's something to be really concerned about. But I don't even know that there's a person that society respects enough to go, okay, well, he said it, so it must be true.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, if he was like, I'm jumping on board, I'd be like, listen, my boy knows what he's talking about.
Dude, get old Bill Nye, the science guy, out of retirement. Dude, imagine we're all sitting around eating dinner, and on the all TVs just bring up Bill Nye, the science guy. He's like, I got some bad news, folks. We're wrapping it up. It's all over. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, John, this is Matt.
Matt, what up?
I need some logic dropped on me because I'm under the impression these tsunamis that come cruising across the earth.
Yeah.
Like let's just say an earthquake happened, and right above the earthquake, it created a 100-foot wave.
Okay.
And this wave is going to work its way a third of the way across the entire planet. So they just throw tsunami warnings everywhere, all the way down to Baja.
Yeah.
But let's just take it down a bunch of scales. If you throw a rock into a completely calm lake, for instance, and the rock makes a bunch of waves right where the rock hit the water, do you think those waves are going to be the same height on the other side of the lake?
No, not at all. And I think that goes to, like you said, you're looking for logic, and I don't know that there's tons of it. And that's my biggest takeaway from the last 24 hours being obsessively following these tsunamis is that, and reading about the warning system, they don't know. Like, they really don't know how big it's going to be. There's buoys out there in the ocean that gives them an idea. And specifically, they're not even looking for, believe it or not, they're not even looking for high wave heights out there. They're actually looking for areas of water displacement. So they're looking for areas where the water gets unexplainably super low in certain areas. But my next piece of logic to that would be, I don't think you can compare it to a rock, only because this is almost like throwing the strongest rock you've ever thrown from the bottom of the water, not from the top of the water, if that makes sense.
All right. That makes sense. That does. I get it.
I'm not the guy to give logic, though. I like natural disasters and weather because they're fascinating to me, and that doesn't mean that I know a bunch.
I feel like we need a new natural disaster movie. There hasn't been a good one in forever.
Dude, what just something somewhere just happened, and I said there has not been a proper. Oh, I know what it was. It was the we were talking about the cruise ship. I think it was the cruise ship. We were saying there hasn't been a proper like cruise ship movie.
Okay.
And for some reason, I was thinking, dude, imagine Tsunami cruise ship movie.
That like Poseidon almost.
Oh yeah, what happened there? Was that a storm or was that a?
I don't know. I just know it was a big wave knocked the boat over and they were upside down. I think.
Yeah, that was like Kurt Russell or something. I think that was actually.
Yeah, that's the remake. I think it was an original and then they remade it.
I think I liked that. But yeah, like
they killed the innocent like waiter guy in the elevator shaft. Do you remember that?
Kind of.
They were climbing up, and the guy's like, "Kick him off." They could have helped him. He's like, "Kick him off now." They kicked the man down the elevator shaft who did nothing bad in the movie. In fact, helped everyone up the elevator shaft first.
Oh man, I want to remember more about that because that was probably the last cruise ship movie.
Yes.
Well, but I'm imagining, like a tsunami strikes, but then pretty much I guess the tsunami strikes and the boat sinks, and then everybody's just fighting for their life.
Yeah, that would be a good movie, though.
I'm trying to think what the most underrepresented natural disaster is in movies.
Ooh.
It kind of feels like it might be the hurricane. Like, what movie comes to mind immediately where there's a hurricane?
The only one I could think of is the most recent one that takes place in Florida with the girl in Florida who doesn't hear from her dad, and then she finds he's trapped under like
with the alligators.
Yeah, with the gators.
Oh yeah. That one I guess that one does count.
That's the only one.
It's got the gator tie-in, so it gets a little convoluted, but you may be right. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey Johnny, thank you for taking my call. Love the show.
Appreciate it, buddy.
So let's go. I'll have to work backwards to forwards, and on like the movies we're talking about that they don't really emphasize the power of what you're dealing with. And you guys said hurricanes, but like back in the day. The tornado movie, I'm trying to think of the name of it right off the top of my head.
You've got to be talking about Twister, right?
Yeah. What other?
Yes, sir, Twister. Thank you so much. So that's one of those movies or that's one of those phenomenons that like you see them chasing around and trying to put those balls in those little things.
Yeah,
and,
Dorothy. Got to get Dorothy up in the suck zone.
Thank you. Thank you. There's no doubt about that. But then on the other subject.
Dude, I didn't do that. I was going to do it, but I didn't do it. Dude, I may have just formed a superpower where I just hover my finger over the button and telepathically hang up on somebody.
It just gets it.
Like, it wasn't getting any better than him not knowing the tornado movie called Twister. Like, it was just...
That was insane to me.
The whole thing peaked, which I have to say, I'm open to somebody correcting me immediately. I don't know that it's close. Number one natural disaster movie of all time, Twister, and everything else comes in a close second. I'm open to being wrong or just not thinking of one immediately, but for quality of movie, quality of actors, storyline, legitimacy, not just a big budget action throwaway movie, Twister has got to be number one on the list. What am I forgetting?
Does Armageddon count?
No.
Is a meteor a natural disaster?
No, not. I mean, only because if we're gonna put Twister in there, like that's such a naturally occurring real thing that
like
it feels
here on Earth.
It feels wrong to throw in the whole asteroid you got to fight it thing.
Okay, then yeah, I would say Twister.
It's got to be Twister, and I don't even know that there's probably The Impossible, but might be my. I know that's a crazy reach because it's an actual drama that is not all about big scenes of action, but that Impossible movie with the tsunami might be right up there with it.
That would be in my top 5, top 3. I would say Day After Tomorrow is my second. That movie was
that movie is cool. Good, and it's really got all the natural disasters you ever need.
Because that moment where it's kind of funny, but they're running from like freezing temperatures. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
they're running through the thing, and then the place is just freezing. They're like, "Get to the fire! Don't let it go out." I'm like, they're running from air. That's funny.
I think I want to say, maybe Google this and find out if I'm wrong. I want to say Al Gore had a hand in that movie.
I do remember.
Yeah, like Al Gore, he was the big climate change thing.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing that's so weird. The one bad thing about weather, and we touched on this a little bit a couple days ago with Drew when we were talking about the heat, is there's this bizarre phenomenon happening in our society where people are so politicized and they care so much about their opinions, if that's what we want to call them, that like everything is somehow political. So people are talking about the heat, the meteorologist whose job it is to talk about the weather, and you get all of these posts that almost are trying to insinuate that the the meteorologists are pushing an agenda to try to make us think that the weather is worse than it really is, which I think is insane.
Yeah.
I think all you have to do is have eyeballs. So that's another bizarre just element to this whole wild weather thing where it's all happening, but then you have a bunch of people that go, oh, it's been flooding like this forever. We've had heat forever. And it's like, maybe not recently, not
like this,
not in my lifetime. And if they had it back in the 1800s, good on them. But I don't think using your eyeballs and your mind and going, seems a little crazy right now. I don't think that makes you a believer of climate change or anything. I don't know. Again, I don't have the answer. I can tell you that the weather seems bad, whatever's causing it, whether it be, God.
Okay.
I don't just some variation of that climate change.
You have to just be kind of naive or ignorant not to see the changes.
Just to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to think anything about it, but just to go, yeah, it seems a little bit crazier than I remember being for the last 50 years.
Yeah. Even like when I'm coaching the boys, I'm like, damn, it's a lot hotter now when you guys train compared to when I train. Like, it was hot as hell, but not like yesterday. A couple days ago, was it Monday, the 100-degree?
Yeah. Well, really every day this week, I think it's been brutal that way. And today, there's something about the way that this air feels where it feels like it's a microwave. Like it feels, I was filling up my bird feeders this morning. It was very important to me. I made a very special blend of bird seed. Lots of different elements. I've got cracked corn in there. I've got mealworms in there. I've got whole peanuts. Not to get too deep into that. And I'm out there for like 15 minutes, and it's like you feel like you're cooking from the inside. And I mean, I have been in Florida for over 20 years. I've experienced 20 summers. It is hot. Yeah. I get that, and I normally don't like when people bitch about the heat. We were trashing that bitch boy from TikTok the other day who was complaining about the heat. There is something, it's got a little extra zest on it right now. It is ungodly hot. Senning Show, you're live on the air. What up?
How you doing, sir? How you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Good, thank you. I'm not sure if Izzy actually mentioned it right when I was calling because I turned down my radio, but a natural disaster movie, The Day After Tomorrow, was cast very well. It was a great movie.
I don't think we've seen that one. Who was in it?
Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh gosh, who was his dad in the movie? Is a well-known actor.
Was his dad played by the dad from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
No. His dad.
The Cosby Show guy.
Oh yeah, Bill
Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Right?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, okay, I do remember that. It was a comedy, right?
Sure, you say so.
Thank you. Yeah, we were. I know that you were probably calling as Dizzy was labeling that his favorite ever, but it's good. Oh, somebody didn't say it specifically, but they mentioned one that made me think about another one from my top 3 or 5, Dante's Peak.
Oh, with James Bond, Pierce Brosnan.
Dude. That is whatever they were able to capture in that movie is what I want from my natural disaster movie, which has got a little bit of that. You remember Pierce Brosnan was the hotshot scientist, and remember he came to town and nobody wanted to believe him that the volcano was going to blow. So he's trying to get everybody to believe, and then before he can get them all to believe, the volcano's blowing up, and that's my sweet spot of movie when it comes to natural disasters.
One of the craziest moments in that movie is when they're the family, including the grandma, were going through the lake on the boat, and it started to sink.
Yeah,
the grandma jumped out.
Did the grandma die?
She jumped out.
Died.
And she lost her legs. They carried her for a bit, but she died of
Yeah, dude.
Out. That was a hardcore.
Yeah. And the kid, she's with her grandkids, too.
I think she was even pushing the boat as it's thing. They're oh, get back in. She's oh, my babies.
Oh, dude. That was Dante's Peak, sleeper traumatizing movie. Who would have thought? The phone lines are completely full. Let's do one more. We're late. Stand by. Senning Show, you're live on the air. What up?
What's going on, boys? It's Craig.
Hey, Craig. Not too much, man. How are you today?
I'm good, man. Just out here sweating. But I had a question. Have you guys been seeing the TikToks or the videos about all the animals that are leaving Yellowstone?
I have been seeing that, and it is pretty crazy. There are all these different videos of bison and just all sorts of elk and things in mass. Supposedly migrating and leaving in areas where they shouldn't be migrating and leaving. And dude, that's the big one. I don't know.
Do you think that's why they're bringing this UFO thing out to distract us from that? Because if that erupts, the United States is in trouble, man.
Well, it is I believe it is a near extinction level event in some form or fashion. The fascinating thing about that, though, if you do the research about if the supervolcano blows at Yellowstone, Florida becomes one of the only places in the United States of America that's not covered in
southern Texas and Florida are the safe spots.
The problem with that is everybody will be coming here. The rest of the United States will be coming and looting and raping and pillaging us for all of our goods.
The day after tomorrow, that was the same thing. Florida was kind of
the
only one that stayed safe. I think Mexico too. People in chat were like, "Oh yeah," in that movie, they're like, people are flooding to get into Mexico, and Mexico's like, "Kiss our ass, America."
Dude, the Yellowstone volcano is that's a scary thing to think about. Because it will happen one day. Last time it erupted was 70,000 years ago, and it's about due. I was trying to find out information on it, and it just said the first article that came up, animals suddenly leaving Yellowstone.
Oh.
So, I mean, there does seem to be something going on. And I guess yesterday, before the earthquake struck, a bunch of whales beached themselves right in that area of Russia. So they were saying, like, they were clearly knew something was going on. And then even in Japan, they think it was a direct side effect of the tsunami that hit there. A bunch of whales got beached right after that. So,
and for me, the movies always say the animals are first to know.
They
you know
are.
what I mean, so
dude, I mean, they're operating on a higher wavelength.
What would you think would be worse? Come November, we're dealing with all this crazy natural disasters, a la Day After Tomorrow, or the aliens.
What would be worse, or which do I pick? I think the weather.
I think you picked the aliens.
Yeah,
which would be worse?
I picked the aliens. Well, I don't know. There's so much unknown. Like, does everybody getting a butt probe? Like, is that, like, what would be worse?
They're not here to be friendly.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Well, then, I feel like I can handle weather in a human way.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to handle, a 13-inch tube up your butt. Like, if you're not prepared for that, then I'm going to pick fighting through the elements.
Okay.
That's
Good
just me,
pick.
though.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. If you're on the line, you want to talk natural disasters, natural disaster movies, I see you. 407-727-941. Hang on the line. We'll get to your calls next. For that thing today, I want to just make a couple small observations about the aftermath of the death of Hulk Hogan, because somehow wishing condolences or saying anything but bad things about Hulk Hogan after his death has gotten some people canceled, or at least looked at in a not so great light. And I want to dig into the finer points of that, and we'll do it next for that thing. Danielle joins us at 2:00. Keep it locked to the bone.
The same red river trying to drown me. It ain't knocking me down. I'm standing my ground with the whole world falling all around me.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Shop Jerry on Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram for some all-American savings with deals on over 1,000 vehicles during our American-made sales event. You pay what we pay with employee pricing for all. Get 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 90 days. Plus, scan the QR code to enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500. All during our American-made sales event and the Make This the Summer sales event. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The summer sell-down is on at Furman Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Newport Richey. Right now, get up to $10,000 off MSRP and Furman sell-down savings on select new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Plus, all manufacturer discounts and incentives. If you've been waiting for the right time to buy an SUV, this is it. And Furman CJDR in Newport Richey is the store that always saves you more. US 19 in Newport Richey or online at FurmanNPR.com. Hurry in now. The summer sell-down ends July 31st.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Fresh local trades, luxury for less at Furman Luxury Used Cars. New arrivals hit our lot daily. BMWs, Audis, Broncos, Hondas, and more. All priced for every budget. We hand-pick premium vehicles for local trades. And everyone includes a free Carfax for peace of mind. Quick trade appraisals, flexible financing, transparent pricing, luxury made affordable. Only at Furman Luxury Used Cars on US 19 in Palm Harbor. Shop now at FurmanLuxuryUsedCars.com. Downtown St. Pete got a whole lot thirstier. It's the grand opening of Thirsty First at our new location on Central Avenue. Catch the UFC fights, cruise through a DJ, or relax in the upstairs VIP lounge. There's something for everyone. Come check out our new vibe. You're gonna love it. Thirsty First.
You need parts? O'Reilly has parts. Get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select pads for just $10. Or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Oh, these polymers aren't as flexible as batch K3.
Researcher Laurie is stretched thin.
Did you get the vulcanization analytics from V66? Wait, are these rubber scores from last week?
She needs to hire new lab technicians so she can bounce back into her old self.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our matching platform lets you spend less time searching and more time connecting with candidates. Redeem your $75 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Neutral is sending you to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in LA. Scan the QR code at Sauced, Thirsty First, and Aging Still. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Neutral, keep it tasty.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farrah & Farrah, Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Trying to make a living, this ain't supposed to feel like dying. Looking for my gold.
Welcome back to Senning Show. You made it halfway through the week. Look at you. 800-771-1025. Live on YouTube, 1025 The Bone. Stream it, like it. I would say subscribe to The Bone YouTube. So then you're getting an alert every time a new live stream starts. And you'll get the link right there. You don't have to worry about dipping in and out of different rooms if you're watching shows all day long. So, have you ever heard of this guy, Joey Swall?
Joey Swall?
Joey Swall. You ever heard of him? Does the name ring a bell immediately? So, for whatever reason, his stuff often gets pushed into my my algorithm. I don't know why. I'm not a gym guy. But his whole thing, his whole being is gym etiquette and specifically treating people with respect at the gym, like really not shaming people. Like he's big on taking videos that other people have posted, maybe like shaming someone at the gym or making fun of someone at the gym and kind of calling them out. Like if somebody is shaming someone at the gym, he'll post a video, try to get that person kicked out of the gym. He's all about acceptance and working hard in the gym. And he's just a Jack Diesel dude who, for anything that I've ever seen, I wouldn't call myself a fan or a follower, just that I know his stuff because I see it on social media, and he seems like a good guy who's just trying to do good out there in the world on social media when not a lot of people do.
And definitely on steroids, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that natural in any way?
I don't know if he's natty or not, but
Okay.
if he's not, that wouldn't be surprising. He's got some Liver King vibes. He is just Jack Diesel. So when Hulk Hogan died, he posted a video, an older video of him, Jack Diesel, dressed as Hulk Hogan, pumping iron, working out.
Okay.
And so, you think, okay, the guy works out. That's his whole thing. That's what's the thing? Massive backlash. Massive backlash because he somehow made light of the bad things that Hulk Hogan has done, or people that follow him took that as him co-signing on things that Hulk Hogan has done in his life, and they just absolutely buried him to the point to where he had to post a video, an apology video.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology. A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with, that made us tear our shirts and take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done. Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talked to a few people, and learned all of the horrible, horrible things that man has done.
So needless to say, he posts this video. And I know that not everybody who's a social media personality has got probably consultants or people behind the scenes telling them what to do, what would be a good decision, what would be a bad decision. But me being not the smartest person on earth, I could immediately tell you what was going to happen when he posted this video, which is now the other half, the Hulk Hogan lovers, the sympathizers, the, down to wokeness, whatever you want to call them, people have completely turned on this guy, and he now is lost in the middle with no place to exist. And he posted last night, all the good I've done, all the people I've helped, all for nothing. I truly hope all the people I've inspired do great things, but no matter how much good you do, people wait for a reason to hate you. Thank you for your support. I am done. And I think kind of, it's just major bitch vibes. I mean, not to pile on the guy anymore. There's like 3-5 different things from my perspective that go wrong here. When there were also WWE superstars. There's a girl in the WWE. Her name's Chelsea Green. She posted a tribute to Hulk Hogan after he passed, and she experienced the same thing, to where she had to come out and say, "I'm deleting my social media. I don't want anything to do with you people anymore who have turned what I thought was the right thing to do." And she even said, I understand he's a polarizing figure and he's done some things, but what he's offered to this business. And it just shines a light on the worst elements of humanity and the internet right now. Because if you and I'm not having this conversation to be pro Hulk Hogan, even though I am. Yeah. That's not my goal here. I hear people who have come out and talked in the last couple of days, like Booker T, like Devon Dudley, who are black men who were very close with Hulk Hogan, that feel strongly enough to speak publicly about the fact that they don't think that he was a racist and that they support him and they knew him as a man. And I just go, how can people that knew him his entire life and worked closely with him, who are black, find more room for forgiveness in their heart, if that's what you want to call it, than strangers on the internet who would vilify somebody who simply just gave their condolences or pointed out pointed out the contributions that the man made to society. It's a call it virtue signaling, call it whatever you want, where you get to stand on a high horse and go, well, I'm going to talk bad about him today because my moral compass is right. I am right and just. And if you have anything good to say about him, you're a bad person, just like he was. And I think I don't like it, and I don't agree with it. And this has been probably the biggest death with the most, I don't know what to call it other than celebration. Like, I think there's something in society where we've fallen so far to where the masses like feel so riled up to go and celebrate the death of somebody.
Yeah, I think it has, first off, with the Booker T stuff, I get some people, and I'm not siding with these people, being, well, all I know Hulk Hogan for is what I've been shown. I didn't have that personal relationship. So to me, he sucks. To me, he's a racist because I wasn't privy to these conversations that allow me to be like, he's not what we're seeing him as.
Yeah.
But on the same side of that, there's just an enormous amount of salty people who just love the downfall of people. And any little thing they could do to then help aid that downfall, they're going to do. So with the bodybuilding guy, they're like, oh my God, this is a great opportunity to bury this
prick.
Even though he probably doesn't deserve it. He's doing a lot better than me. I hate that. I'm going to jump on that train.
Yeah, and it's so weird because somewhere in all of this is politics. Obviously, Hulk was at the, he was at the convention and he ripped off and he had the MAGA shirt. And again, I'm not shrilling for Hulk Hogan, even though I do. This is more about the way that we treat each other and the way that people internalize things and ingest them and create their own opinions when they really don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like that is, and you can apply that to a million different scenarios. And again, if the only thing you ever knew about Hulk Hogan was that tape, then how could you think anything other that he was a racist? You never watched wrestling in your life. You don't know anything about, what he did for that world and for pop culture as a whole, then maybe you go, yeah, he's a racist. But I feel like you have entered a new stratosphere when you do one of two things. You celebrate it, you piss on his grave, and then you have to vilify and bury anybody who had anything even remotely positive to say about the man. I think that's the line that gets crossed. If you think that Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan was a piece of garbage and you got nothing for him, who am I to tell you that you're wrong?
Yeah.
But if I say he did this and this and I look at him in this way, who are you to tell me that I'm wrong?
Yeah.
I don't think that the two are necessarily mutually exclusive. And I mean, if this guy had one person in his ear, if he really just cared about clicks, they would go lean into it.
Yeah.
Lean into the fact you love Hulk Hogan and you're a rugged man and you've got new followers, and the people who hated you for posting a video dressed as Hulk Hogan probably would come back to you because it's not really that big of a deal. The girl from the WWE, though, who really just all she said was she offered her condolences and she said, I know that he had divisive politics, but we can appreciate the good that he did. And they ran her off of social media as well.
Which is crazy because I know they didn't run The Rock off social media, who made a post about Hulk Hogan.
Well, The Rock is bigger. He's too big to be run off. And I think he's prepared for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think when you're The Rock, does anything, like, is there a comment that can touch you when you're The Rock?
The Rock can still suffer from, like, what a lot of stars got buried for. There's certain things he can't, like, he's not going to go through what Mel Gibson did.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll do something like that, but The Rock could absolutely fall from grace, I think. Because again, I think some people just want to be on the side of the people that are like, well, I was there when we helped bury this bastard, and I was part of the reason why no one likes him anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and I will say the guy, in this Joey Swole guy, I think he just played it all wrong, and I feel bad because when you've made your whole life on the internet and now you can't, there's nobody out there supporting you.
Yeah.
Like, you've pissed off everybody. Like, it doesn't bring me joy, but also when you do everything the wrong way, and that was his quote. It was, no matter how much good you do, people just wait for a reason to hate you and tear you down. You either die a hero or live long enough to be the villain, and obviously those are throwaway lines that have been said a million times, but they've never been more true than the world of social media. And it's just such an interesting thing that, you can just say this, and this. And I actually looked back to peel back the curtain a little bit more. I said to you on whatever the day after he died, I got in here and I said I was in such a haze. I didn't really know what to say. I'd found out just a little bit before, and I felt like I tiptoed too much, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And the next day, I tried to rectify that, but I'm always just going to say what I feel. And if there's a conversation to be had, if I miss the mark, I'll have those conversations a million times, but I don't ever not want to say something because I'm afraid that somebody's going to go, well, you must be that because you think that about him and he was that. And that's just, at the end of the day, if you know people, there are people who clearly knew Hulk Hogan that would tell you that wasn't who he was. I'm not here to say that they're right or wrong. And there are people that know me that would be able to tell you whatever they really think about me. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Not what a bunch of people on the internet want to pile on you and try to write your own narrative.
Yeah, and it's no surprise to anyone that he was very hard right-leaning.
Yeah.
And I imagine that's another reason people
that is
just
so
pile
much.
on.
You can't do that. Like, you can't and from that perspective, just like I said, did Joey Swole have people coaching him? Did Hulk Hogan have people coaching him saying, hey, dude, if you want to go full MAGA, be prepared. Half the country now hates you.
Yeah.
And that's on top of all of your other problems, right, wrong, or indifferent. Like, that's the world that we live in. You go MAGA, you rip the shirt off, you get on stage with Donald Trump, half the country hates you. It's not up for debate. Lock it in. And I don't know if he knew that. I mean, the last time he showed up anywhere, he got booed out of the building. So if he didn't know it, he found it out real quick.
Yeah, you're right. And that's one of the reasons when it comes to politics, when we have any discussion in any shows, I try not to lean hard left or hard right because you're going to alienate a whole side, and I don't want that.
And the fact that the truth of the matter is, and this should be said out loud every day, most people live somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
What you see on the news and what you read on social media, the most extreme versions, the right-wing wackos, the woke left, all of that, those are extremes. The rest of the real world lives in the middle and is much closer to each other than you would be led to believe. But when it's the only thing you read, it's the only thing you see, you can be led to believe otherwise. And some people do get pushed to those sides, but if you disagree with a good amount of everything that all politicians do on both sides of the aisle, you're probably somewhere in the sweet spot of being quote unquote right. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, this is Dave. How you doing, John?
Dave, what up, buddy? Hey.
This is why I like dogs more than people. But I'm not that big of a religious guy, but the Bible says it best. He who has not sinned cast the first stone.
Right.
That's the way I feel about those people like that.
I think you're right.
I love the show, guys.
Thank you. Everybody's got to take a look in the mirror and at the end of the day, if going on the internet and celebrating the death of Hulk Hogan made you feel good and you slept better that night, then I guess that's good on you. We're gonna step aside for a moment. Our dear friend Danielle is here on a Wednesday. I've got some stuff for her today. I don't know what she's got for us, but I've got some things for her. I don't even want to give too much away, to be honest with you. One of them is food related. Two of them are food related. One of them is internet related to this app that was hacked. Because I have a feeling you probably love the idea of this app in the first place. So don't go anywhere. One for the ladies coming up next with Danielle. Special treat on a Wednesday. Change is always happening. It is part of life. When it comes to music, change is all around us. The songs are written, rewritten, remixed. Bands, artists come and go. Even our own taste in music can change. But no matter how much things change in 5 years, there's one thing that's going to stay the same, and that's the price of your internet. Xfinity is introducing a 5-year price guarantee. It means you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with their best equipment included for a price that's going to stay exactly the same. If you're surprised, congratulations. Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Go now to Xfinity.com/deals.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Legion Space Dust IPA presents St. Pete Grunge Fest, a free show Friday, August 8th at Janus Live. And you guessed it, it's all grunge all night with some of Florida's best tribute bands, including Nirvana, a tribute to Nirvana. In a Nutshell, a tribute to Alice in Chains. Still Alive.
A tribute to Pearl Jam.
It's a free show, but you need a ticket. Ask your bartender for an Elysian Space Dust IPA and free tickets at Eddie's Bay Pines, Knockin' Boots, Bourbon on Main, Brulin's, and Ferg's. The show is 21 and up. New bands with the classic grunge you love. St. Pete Grunge Fest, August 8th at Janice Live. Presented by Elysian Space Dust IPA and 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
The Big One sales event is on at Sun Toyota. Get a new RAV4, $219 a month. Go big and save big on new RAV4, $219. Yes, $219 a month. The Big One sales event is underway. Get a new RAV4 now only $219 a month. Make it Sun Toyota and make it happen. List tax, title, pre-delivery service fee of $1,298. Private tag agency fee of $189. Electronic registration filing fee $588. New 2025 RAV4 model $4430. Lease $219 for 36 months. $6,904 down plus first month's payment and $695 acquisition fee. No security deposit required and approved credit from SETF. Offer expires July 31st, 2025.
This planet is so gorgeous and so incredibly beautiful that I can't get enough of it. I did 950 miles on the Pacific Crest Trail and then decided I wanted to go hike in the Himalayas. I was not 20 years old. I was 64 years old. Good Feet was with me all the way.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Dale actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
Your passion's important, but if your body aches and if your heel feels like you've got a nail stuck in it and won't come out, trust me, it's going to wear you down. The Good Feet store knew what they were talking about and took the time to really dial in what I needed. At 64 years of age, I hiked 84 miles in the Himalaya and to do it pain-free. You think I'm not grateful for arch supports from Good Feet? I mean, come on. I'm Dale, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Stop by any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com.
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
At Jerry Ohm CDJR, you pay what we pay with employee pricing during the Make This the Summer sales event. Get new cars with 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 90 days at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-210-6286 for complete details.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money Americans in 2025 are now spending on gas in a year, even with lower gas prices. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right, you can earn real cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPORTS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to Upside.com for terms and conditions.
Think selling your home is stressful? Try picking the wrong agent. Choose right the first time. Call Jeff Borum of Team Borum with eXp Realty and see how his cutting-edge marketing can get you the most money for your home. Call Jeff at 813-344-4287 or go online at jeffborum.com. That's jeffborum.com and start packing.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states, as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
This is Greg Truzinski of the Original Mattress Factory. Recently, the owner of a large mattress retailer was proudly sharing how over 65% of their queen mattress prices are $15.99 or higher. At the Original Mattress Factory, our focus is a little bit different. We build superior quality mattresses right here in town and do our best to save you as much money as possible. That's why at OMF, nearly 80% of our queen mattresses are lower than those prices others brag about. Stop in or check out originalmattress.com to learn more.
John Senning here for the Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, an absolute gem. If you're looking for the ultimate night out, look no further than Wednesday karaoke night. Trust me when I say it is the best karaoke experience around, featuring an amazing sound and lighting system that's going to make you feel like a superstar. Even if you don't hit all those notes, you're going to look fantastic on that big, beautiful stage. It's all about having fun, and the energy is absolutely contagious. All participants are invited on stage together for group sing-alongs. It's the perfect way to get everyone involved, and anyone who knows me knows my love for the 90s. So their 90s at 9 is my favorite hour of music, and it always delivers. But that's not all. Kava Social Club is the freshest kava and kratom teas to keep your vibes high while you sing your little heart out. So why wait? Join me for one of the liveliest events and an unforgettable time. Check them out at kavasocialclub.com and on all social media at Kava Social Club for all the latest updates. And I'll see you there. Boola, baby!
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no. So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
I told Dizzy and Danielle I wanted them to try this song out. Brand new Joyner Lucas and T-Pain.
I'm tired of this working. These jobs ain't it. Need something that can pay me. Can't get a break, need money in the bank. Tell me what it's gonna take just to make G's. I hate the way it feel when the rain get real and your landlord tripping on the 18th. Know where to run when the rain gon' come out. Looking for the sun like KD. And the crib too hot, no AC. Broke, I scheming on your 8.
Welcome back to Senning Show. It also made me realize the fact that T-Pain's on this song. I don't think T-Pain's had a hit in a minute.
How dare you? You know he's coming to town, right?
Where?
He's coming in concert. I think at the Sound in October. Hold on.
It seems like he's the guy that comes and he's like at an amusement park or at like a baseball game or something.
No, it's I think it's the Sound, October 14th.
That'd probably be a pretty fun show.
I'd go to that.
Yeah.
T-Pain has a lot of hits, man. Did he ever have a versus when we were under lockdown against anyone?
I don't think he'd be perfect for it just because he's got so many damn hits and he's on so many great songs.
I feel like him and Akon would have had a good one.
Soon as thought that I was done, I came through that with a hate piece. My baby needs shoes, I'm a whip do two ring do.
What's that?
How did you discover Joyner Lucas?
I don't remember, to be completely honest with you. What did he?
Eminem is how I discovered him.
Yeah, because he was on that. I was on him before he showed up on that album.
He blew up over that "I'm Not Racist" video.
Yeah, that was the first time. That was the first thing that I saw, and then he kind of disappeared. Have you seen the "I'm Not Racist" thing?
Nope.
What's your take on that, Diz?
I didn't care for that song.
Yeah.
It was kind of dumb and just like pandering for like, look at me making a woke video.
I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, damn, look at this artist trying to kind of speak for everybody at one time. And then I think whether I was manipulated into thinking otherwise, I ended up being kind of on your side. But I like, I've listened to at least some of all of his albums. Like, he's really good. We've talked about him a bunch in that he's really good, but do you ever sit around and think, like, I'm going to put on Joyner Lucas?
Never.
No.
Yeah.
Never.
He had that good video about the kid who got shot. Do you remember that?
Not the one with Jelly Roll.
No. This was a while back, and this was like a true story about a kid who got set up by some people that he thought was their friends. They robbed him. They shot him with like a shotgun, and he survived. And he told both sides of the story, the guys who shot him and the victim.
That's what he does that I like is he tells stories unlike anybody else. The other thing that he does that no other artist do, every single album that he puts out a clean version.
Oh, he does?
Which, I mean, it's not like he's getting played on the radio. Danielle, I know
I'm
as somebody
grateful.
with children that
I'm always looking for the clean version.
yeah, he's got, so his last album, that Not Now I'm Busy, there are a couple songs on there, one being Broski and the other one being this Three Little Pigs song that when it comes to like the storytelling, now this will offend some people, but he's essentially reading his kids like a version of the Three Little Pigs.
Oh.
You gotta make a deal with me though.
I'm going to skip it forward just a little bit to give you an idea of where it heads.
Some real perfect weather and the pigs was dressed the same. Cause they all work together and that job ain't really easy. And they work is kind of scary, so they all got water guns. That's their favorite thing to carry, and they'll squirt you more than once if they think it's necessary, but we'll talk about that later. Let's get back to the story. Deep inside the forest was a family of wolves in a pack. Even though they had sharp teeth and they were black, ain't really mean that they'll attack. Just means that they were trapped because the color of their fur made some believe that they was bad. Now,
you can understand where it's heading, and it ramps up about as much as you think it would. He's very intense. Like
yeah,
it's
but I love that.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like club bangers that you're going to be hearing.
No, it's intelligent. It's like way deeper than that.
Yeah, it is super, super deep a lot of times. And the Broski song is almost like a modern day take on Stan. It's like a guy who was a friend and kind of helped him get certain places and then turned on him. So love Joyner Lucas.
ISIS was my favorite song by him.
Was that Logic on that?
Yeah,
one too?
which is funny because then they beefed, and he was the reason Logic is not heard of anymore.
Yeah, there's an old school beef between Joyner and Logic because of a Tech 9 song they were both supposed to be on, and I guess they were waiting for the track. They were waiting for the Logic verse, and Joyner gave his verse, and he went so insane on it that it pissed Logic off, where he was like, "What are you doing here?" Because he wasn't even supposed to be on the song.
Yeah.
So Tech was pretty much like, "Hey, I got Joyner Lucas to do it, but I'd still love your verse." He said, "Well, let me hear the verse that Joyner did," and he goes, "Well, what's he doing here? Like, what's he trying? Why? He's clearly trying to prove something." And so that, I guess, was their beef. And here we are. Let me play this real quick. I haven't played this in a minute now that we're back home safe.
And now, Hollywood gossip, reality TV, sandwich making tips. This is for the ladies with Danielle on Senning Show.
Danielle, the last time we saw you was out at the beach bash.
How did you guys do? I was checking your stories all weekend to make sure you are both okay.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we did good.
We did good.
I think we did good. I think Saturday night, I can speak for myself. I towed the line a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I was flying a little too close to the sun.
Is that when you were pouring drinks?
That's what started it. Well, but keep in mind that was sometime around 1 or 2, and then we probably made it till 1 or 2 in the morning. So somewhere between the gas can and bedtime, you know, that's a lot of shenanigans.
Now, what night? I mean, was it at the beach? Was it? I got the text message about you went really off the rails. Something about 17 Krispy Kreme donuts is what I was literally sent a message like 2 days ago that I've been saving.
That was this past weekend.
Why would? The thing is that I feel like there's a way to tell this story that will have you almost appreciating it. Like
I believe. Let me just read what I received.
Who the hell is this, by the way?
Oh, I'm not revealing my sources.
The fact that people hear this and then get up in your DMs and go, "Your boy needs your help real bad. He put down 17." Is that what it says?
I believe John is at a point of no return. Last week, he mentioned that he ate 6 cinnamon rolls. Now, over the weekend, he ate 17 Krispy Kremes. If you get him into the gym, you are a miracle worker.
I don't think it's Drew. It's not Drew,
It's
is
not
it?
Drew.
No. Is it somebody that we know?
No, it's
Okay.
not anybody that I know personally.
Oh,
but
wow.
I'm
It's
very
like a
grateful.
listener.
I'm very grateful for this source. I am keeping this source close.
Is it a man?
It is.
I was going to say, it's what do we call those a white knight or a simp on the internet?
Simp.
Like, oh, Danielle, I want to lick your toes.
Get him fit.
I'm on your
I mean, I feel like I'm hearing from someone who downed 17 Krispy Kremes over the weekend and might be a little bitter that I found out about it.
What is the correct amount of Krispy
Thank you.
Kremes one can down
that's
in
a
a
great
weekend?
question.
In a weekend?
In a weekend.
2.
2?
Absolutely.
One on
That's
Saturday,
crazy.
one
The
on Sunday.
I for some reason donuts are the thing I love them very much, but I have no problem avoiding them. And of all of them, Krispy Kreme I cannot.
So
I can't eat more than one. I will say that in a sitting. Like I eat one donut, halfway through I'm like, can I finish this?
17.
Oh, look at us. I can only eat one. I'm a little prim
Did you do them?
boy. I'm a little prim and proper boy.
I'm a little simp for Danielle.
Oh, I have my little one donut with my tea.
How many did you do the math, Diz, on the caloric intake here?
I don't know that we did the math. He did bring up the calories, which they were less than. Drew said they were what 500 each, and
Yeah.
they ended up being less than that.
Less
I think
than
they were
that.
like
It's like
135 or something. So 135 times 17.
190.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems right.
Well, and some of them were chocolate. I mean, I'm not trying to.
Yeah,
lead the
that's
witness.
Well,
different.
then that's definitely going to be more.
That probably adds a little bit.
I
more.
mean, you're over. Let's call it 3,200 calories just if they're all glazed. If they're chocolate glazed, that's 240.
He did balance them with gummy bears though.
That
Oh,
is
thank
true.
God.
And Reese's
Thank the
peanut butter
Lord.
cup. So, but let me tell you the story.
Dear God.
Let me tell you the story, and then maybe you'll at least find a little softness in your heart. So I had my nephews were here last weekend. So it was fun Uncle John weekend. So we swam and we played video games and we had fun all weekend long. And on Saturday morning, I thought it would be fun to bring Trent to the radio station, show him how I record some commercials, and he made some funny commercials and it was fun. And then he's a big donut guy. So after we left, I said Krispy Kreme. They don't have Krispy Kreme by their house. So I said, let's go to Krispy Kreme, and we were going to get a dozen donuts. And I said, let me get 6 chocolate, let me get 6 traditional glazed. And the guy said, well, we're running a special right now where if you get 1 dozen, you get the next dozen for $1. So how about
It doesn't mean you have to do it.
So
you can't pass up a good deal.
Literally
$1
doesn't mean you
for
have
a
to do it.
dozen donuts? So he goes, how about we do a dozen chocolate and then I'll get you the dozen glazed for $1. And I said, that's the hell of a deal. So, those donuts came into my life sometime on Saturday morning. And then by Monday morning, we did do a deep dive on it, and it does turn out that I ate somewhere between 15 and 17.
Okay, how many donuts had you consumed by the time you got to your house?
Two.
Two
Only
in the car.
two.
Yeah.
Only two.
No.
That
both
was the
there,
weekend
right?
allotment.
Yeah.
No, we had to sit down. A dine-in experience
You ate 2 before you walked out the door?
before I walked out the door of Krispy Kreme.
Did you eat any in your car?
With a chocolate milk. No, but I did eat one probably immediately upon arriving home.
Yeah.
Because I had the 2, because the glaze was hot, so I had the 2 glaze in store, and then I had the chocolate when we got home, and then there was some eating throughout the day. It was really the overnight on Saturday night, which you're gonna hate that. I woke up like 3 or 4 times in the middle of the night, and I just would start housing
Each time.
Yeah. I mean, I was good for 1 to 2 each time I woke up. So I would say a good amount of the 17 were ingested in the middle of the night.
I had a plan, right? Like I had a plan for us, and this changes everything.
You
Because
mean
I don't think you can. I don't see like the plan that I have being the plan.
But this here's the thing. I go hard in whatever I do. When I'm dedicated to something, I go hard. When I'm eating good, feeling good, I love that, and I follow that path. But when I'm off the rails and I'm going in a different direction, I put the same passion and enthusiasm into that way of life as well. So that's where we happen to be. I had been on a good run leading up to the beach bash, and then I just have gone completely off the rails, and yeah, so I had 17 donuts. Big
How many
deal.
times do your nephews visit? You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
That's the thing. Uncle John. Now they get to go back to school when it starts in 2 weeks. Go, oh, my uncle ate 17 donuts.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, he's my hero.
He can't have Trent eating donuts and then he's just like chowing some celery down.
Yeah,
That's not
he's-
fun
yeah,
for
He
Trent.
could have a donut, right? Like we could argue you could have a donut. You could have a donut a day and have had 3 if you did Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That is actually a very sad thing. I could have just had a donut a day and still ate 10 less donuts. If I had a donut a day for the entire week, I still would have had 10 less donuts. They really are lighter and airier than you think, though.
Well,
I mean, they're not, it's not, there's something.
It could have been worse. He could have been eating 17 Big Macs.
See, thank you, Diz. Thank you. It is important that one day one person at least be there to help me.
Is there any bad food that he could eat 17 of and you would have been like, that's not too bad? Like 17 quesadillas? That doesn't seem like a lot of calories.
17 of anything is just so gluttonous.
It is.
Like,
I will tell you, it is. Gluttonous is the word.
17 bananas, 17 apples, 17 of anything healthy. It's a lot.
She puts it that way.
She does. Yeah, like you shouldn't eat 17 of anything. Like there's nothing 17 of that would make sense. Yeah, that's. Okay, you beat me down. You won. I was ready to defend was ready to defend my honor, and I got nothing.
I feel like I'm here. I'm so ready to help. I look over. I got to coach Corey in class this week.
I will be. I told you. I've been checking in with Corey.
Yeah, I was his coach Monday.
He told me. He said it was the most invigorated and motivated that he had been. I didn't doubt Corey. I don't doubt Corey at all. But I will say, like, I walked down to see him. I think yesterday. Specifically to see how the training was going. And if I was a betting man, I would have thought that he would have go, yeah, I'm not going anymore. But he's the opposite. He's
like reserving. You don't understand. Like Corey.
And this is Corey Cardinal.
I'm not going to compare you because that's not fair because you're over here eating 17
I would
donuts.
say, don't compare me because his bitch ass couldn't eat 17 donuts if he tried.
He had 3 ice cream sandwiches yesterday, though.
Yeah.
So
if I look ahead right now we have an app where you can reserve classes, he's reserving himself ahead of time. Like, he is on top of things. I know that he's going to be there.
What a little simp he is.
Huh? I got to say. Is he the guy in your DMs?
He's not the guy in my DMs.
Oh, Jenny, 17 donuts. And Cinnabons. They told him. I forgot about the Cinnabons.
6 Cinnabons the prior
Well,
week.
those weren't. I don't know that it was. The messaging is a little off. The telephone game. It wasn't. I did tell the story of a time that I ate all of the cinnamon rolls. I don't know when it was. It wasn't the same weekend. It wasn't recently.
No, like a week apart, 2 weeks. Apart?
That's
was
about
it
right.
on the same downward spiral? Has it happened since?
No, it was that's a great question. It was a previous downward spiral. I've been good. I was bad before I got good and got bad again.
Okay.
So this was a while ago. But there's this sweet lady who makes fresh cinnamon rolls in our neighborhood, and she has a little stand where she puts them out there. And it's like, how are you supposed to not? I'm supporting local businesses. I'm feeding her family, for God's sakes. Nobody talks about the good I do. It's only, John is a fat slob who ate 17 donuts. But what has John done in the community lately?
He's uplifted it.
1, 2, 3, 4. JoJo said, you do you, boo. And then she put a bunch of donuts. I wondered if she put 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, there's 17 there.
Nice.
17 donut emojis. I have something, and it's good because it goes right along the same lines of what we're talking about. And Diz, I can't remember why we started doing it, but I think a couple months ago we had a great opening segment about canned foods that you actually like to eat. And I saw this this article. The headline reads, "Canned foods that were popular 50 years ago, but no one eats anymore." And I thought it might be fun to run through them and find out the one that Danielle would be the most likely to eat, considering yes, in your life or that you've enjoyed in your life. And this ties into multiple conversations we've had recently because I didn't know this existed. Dude, this is Chef Boyardee canned mac and cheese.
Ew.
Now, I know about the other ones, and we'll get to some of those, but the canned mac and cheese has been very famous, and they have it at certain places in the U.S., but I guess it's very, very popular in the U.K., and people like to put ketchup in it. I've never seen mac and cheese in a can.
I've never seen mac and cheese in a can, nor have I eaten it.
Something about creaminess in a can. Well, I guess a soup. You'd get like a broccoli cheese soup in a can.
People get like clam chowder in a
I
can.
don't know what feels more unnatural, knowing that your dairy product, cheese, is sitting in a can somewhere on a shelf at room temperature, or that you're putting powdered chemical cheese on flubbery noodles.
Both
that
of
you
them.
Put on the stove.
Both of them. Since if we could just take a small little detour here. You had to pick one. And don't think health, think flavor. Baked potato, mac and cheese.
Ooh. Oh. Don't think health, think flavor.
Just think passion. Just think what would bring you
because
joy.
I would get super naughty with a baked potato. There's salt, there's chives, there's butter, there's sour cream.
Yeah, you got to add a lot.
But man, if you get the right mac and cheese and you can just get all the cheese off of it, no health repercussions whatsoever. I got to go mac and cheese.
Yeah. All right, she's one of you.
Well, you're a child in John's eyes.
She's one of you. We had a big debate about this. It's fine.
I wish I could eat more mac and cheese. I don't get to eat it often.
I'm taking L's. You get an L. You get an L. You get an L. Everybody's but me, except I only get L's.
When I was in middle school, I had this incredibly huge friend that got yelled at his mom while we were playing video games, playing like Super Smash Brothers. She busts in the room. She's like, "The mac and cheese dust again?" He's like, "What?" She goes, "You've been eating the cheese dust again." He would just eat it like a fun dip, like stick his finger in, lick it, and eat some more.
That's dude. What is that thing they do in the gym community? Dry scooping.
Yeah.
Dude, my man was dry scooping straight
dust.
mac and cheese powder.
That's so bad.
SpaghettiOs.
I had to eat those as a child. Hated them. I can still remember the way they taste.
I love SpaghettiOs. I'd eat a can right now.
Terrible.
Talking about things that are left on the shelf. This isn't a canned food, so I don't know why it's on the list. But so like if you go get pudding now, like say you wanted pudding, you would go to the cold section.
But not always.
No.
Well, I would think that.
Ready to go pudding, yeah. But like
if it's a Jello pudding, yes. But if it's a Hunt's pudding, I think that's on a shelf.
Yeah. See, you're thinking about a pudding that you'd have to make, right, Diz?
No, because they have the puddings in the little containers.
I guess
that's not in the refrigerator.
There are some containers on shelves.
I know. That's what I'm getting at. And ultimately proving your point about the creamy stuff kept warm because the Hunt's snack pack, pudding packs.
Isn't that embarrassing that I know that's the one that's on the shelf? I don't buy it, but I know when I see it in there, it's Jello. It's the Jello ones are cold, and the Hunt's ones are not.
Snack pack. Is that what? Isn't that what Billy Madison loved in Billy Madison?
I can't remember.
Snack packs. Either way, dude, I've never even knew this was a thing, and I know nobody in this room has eaten one. A canned cheeseburger.
What?
It says in the 80s, a canned cheeseburger. The bizarre food can be heated up by placing the can in hot water or by heating the burger itself over the stove. While it's possible that this food was a hit with campers in a desperate need of non-perishables, it never took the mainstream appeal that
the bread and everything.
No way. I thought it was just like the patty.
The odd food includes the whole burger in a bun and toppings. With a shelf life that rivals your typical ready-made burger.
That's disgusting.
Whole canned chicken?
No.
I didn't even know
Any type of canned chicken. Again, going back to the why are you on the shelf and not the fridge? However, I'll eat canned tuna all day.
That's my biggest
all
thing.
Day.
Then you have, no offense, no right to say anything about anything that ever lives in a can.
I'm not fighting anything. I enjoy canned tuna. To this day, I'll go home. I'll probably will go home and make it because we're talking about it. I love it.
Yeah,
dude, Diz loves canned tuna, or at least we'll eat it. But
the chicken freaks me out.
How could it freak you out when fish? The whole idea of eating fish, like you go places to eat fresh fish. Like the fresher the fish, the better. So to think that people love a fish that has been living on a shelf in a can is just, it will never compute to me. It's disgusting.
I think it has something to go back to. That is one thing I was fed often as a child that I just really enjoyed. And I eat it. I'll still eat tuna like sashimi, or if I have sushi, like that's my favorite kind of sushi. So I'll take it, dirty on the shelf or clean in the sushi case.
However, so when we, so I went on the tuna. I don't even think I talked about this. So I went on the tuna trip and I got to bring home a bunch of tuna and stuff. So one night I made for Danielle, because she loves tuna casserole, tuna sandwiches, tuna salad. So I cooked a big ass hunk of tuna on the grill, like well done, and then shredded it up and made essentially tuna fish with fresh tuna.
I would not know what that tasted like.
It tasted delicious. It tasted like real food that didn't live in a can. This is on the list, and it's obviously near and dear to our hearts here on this show, and specifically me, the boiled peanut. The boiled peanut is unlike many of the canned items, this popularity of canned boiled peanuts is not rooted in a need for long-lasting convenience. Rather, boiled peanuts have staked their claim as a deeply beloved food with ties before the Civil War. The snack's history predates the Civil War and was and has remained a staple in that part of the country today. I love boiled peanuts. It's a travesty that you still didn't get my boiled peanuts.
Yeah, I know.
I cooked boiled peanuts for the masses out at the beach bash.
I am not surprised.
Yeah.
You don't like boiled peanuts?
No. We
Why?
talked about this. I think we talked about this on that day.
Oh, yeah.
Because my dad is a big fan, and he would always try, try these. These are great. I'm like, no, they're not.
Dude, let me cook your
soggy, wet peanuts.
Let me cook up a batch for you. You're not getting good peanuts, by the way. My peanuts, not soggy, not gross, they are going to be a little wet. Wet.
That's gross.
They are.
Who wants wet peanuts?
Me. And a lot of people. A lot of people across this state love boiled peanuts.
JP didn't know anything about them. Tried them. Loved them.
He did. And I guarantee you, if you went into trying a batch of peanuts that I prepared, I guarantee you would eat it and you would like it without a shadow of a doubt.
What's the difference between what is the difference in taste between a boiled peanut and a regular peanut that's not wet and soggy?
Well, that's like asking cooked carrot and a regular carrot. It's just the same idea.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to go into it not thinking that you're going to get this crunchy.
Yeah.
Which I will say, I like boiled peanuts when I don't like them when they're a soggy, wet mess. Like I like to be able to crack it open like you would a peanut. And when you eat them, it's just a more savory. It is. I hate saying this because it grosses some people out, but it's kind of like a bean at that point. Yeah. It's been cooking in this delicious broth. I've got carrots in there, onions, potatoes, pickles.
Oh yeah, he does the whole thing,
dude. It's a whole boil. So the broth, the boil itself is vegetable broth, Bloody Mary mix. A little bit of water and seasonings, and then all of those veggies and boiled peanuts. And
you thought he was just making like mild or spicy things. He does the whole thing.
I thought it was water, and you put the peanuts in it, and then somehow the nasty peanut water makes these great soggy peanuts.
No.
Is that how your dad made it?
I don't know.
Oh.
I got to do a batch like for the office because a bunch of people here didn't get them, what I felt bad about. So one day I need to come in and I'll get my whole grill set up outside the front door, and we'll do a proper batch of boiled peanuts for the CMG crew.
Has to be on a Friday. Danielle has to eat some.
Yeah, on a Friday. I think that'd be a great. Friday vibe.
I'll try it.
And then I'm gonna just throw out one more. There's a bunch on the list, but I don't think we're gonna get to them all. Only because I mentioned them yesterday, and I didn't. This wasn't just a thing to say. I said I'd rather have these than 90% of professionally prepared legit raviolis, and that is the Chef Boyardee mini raviolis, the beef ravioli.
That's on brand.
I mean, it's good for as a kid, for sure. Nostalgic. It was great at the time because I didn't know good food. But
so good, dude.
I don't know how you could pick that over like some lobster.
Dude,
ravioli.
I would. If you gave me right now and you said, "Hey, this is the newest lobster," and I'm just naming like a run of the mill. This is the newest lobster creation from Carrabba's.
Yeah.
Or you can have this can of Chef Boyardee beef raviolis. I'm taking the beef ravioli, and it's not even. I'm not even thinking twice about it.
That's so unfortunate.
That meat in there, and although
it's not meat, dude, it would not be sitting on the counter if it was meat.
Well, that's factually untrue because you could then say the same thing about the tuna.
I know.
that you're
I
eating.
understand.
Yeah. So
listen. I am very, very not helping myself with the tuna argument. I get that.
The only thing that almost got me off of it for a minute, and I'm not eating them all the time, but I will treat myself. What happens is every hurricane season, we buy a bunch of canned foods, and then just throughout the year, I end up eating, when I'm feeling sad, I end up eating a can of Chef Boyardee raviolis. But it almost got me because a couple years ago, and I want to say that I heard you guys talking about it with JP and Roger years ago, there was a lady who said she was pulling little bugs out of the meat.
Yeah.
Which that feels like
it was maggots.
Yeah. Well, these were like little.
They weren't maggots? I thought they were maggots.
I remember them being like little fly-like creatures, personally.
What are maggots?
Well, maggots
They're
are
before you turn into a fly, isn't it?
Yeah, but I thought these things had like little wings on them and stuff. So
well, there's probably developed ones and the maggots.
The pre-maggots and the full-blown matured maggots. No, so none of those.
No.
Canned tuna wins.
Canned tuna, that's it.
At the end
black
of the day.
beans, I'll do black beans. But
chili?
that's like, I feel like not chili. No,
Okay.
I'll make chili with canned beans.
Yeah.
But I would not eat chili out of a can.
Yeah.
Do you eat it like canned corn and stuff like that?
I don't enjoy it, but I will eat it,
Okay.
I guess.
Dude, this is interesting. Old El Paso canned tortillas. Canned tortillas work to bring everything from enchiladas to tacos to life without the need for homemade tortillas. It was a huge hit in the 1960s. I'm always looking for new tortillas.
Yeah, but they didn't have like they didn't know what flavor was back then. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, a fresh tortilla is much better than a store-bought tortilla, but I mean, how much flavor can you get into a damn tortilla?
Well, it's not just that. It's like the cheeseburger or whatever you said that they had.
Yeah,
It's like they had the whole thing in a can.
That
And
probably
who
is
knows? It may be that back then, like, our food is way worse now than it was then. Maybe it's the same thing-ish, but the extra crap they put in it now so that it can stay in a piece of plastic, maybe the tin was just protecting it. I don't know. It probably is better for you to eat.
That was my thought. Is I'm thinking that the tortillas in a can feel like we're missing out. Like that would have been a better tortilla.
That's probably a better option than what we have now.
Would they have been wet? A wet tortilla?
Why do they have to be wet? Not everything in a can's in water.
What's in a can that's not wet? Oh, this is a fun game.
Refried beans. I guess there can be some liquid on the top.
Can you think of one dry thing that comes in a can?
Spam.
But that's still got a little
moisture,
a little wetness to it.
Yeah, but that's on it. It's not like there's like water in there, is there?
Pringles.
good answer.
Pringles may actually be
Which pop?
That may be the only right answer. Don't go anywhere. We come back. A lot more to get to. Danielle's got some stuff for us. I've got some stuff for her. One that So I heard this morning, and I had to research it. They say, and I hope you don't already know this, but they say that avocado tastes like this.
I don't know this.
And
And I eat a lot of avocado.
And this is bound to make Danielle very uncomfortable, and I don't know if she'll be able to co-sign on the truth of this, but we'll do that and a bunch more. Coming up next with Danielle. Hit her up on social media at Radio Danielle, ElevateSt.Pete.fit. Tsunami Energy, the pouch you dip between your cheek and your gum. You're trying to beat a habit. You want to quit vaping, smoking, dipping. You need to stay away from the snacks. I should have popped in a Tsunami when I was eating 17 donuts. That might have helped. There's a flavor for everybody. Spicy, minty, fruity. Go to TsunamiEnergy.com to stock up. 20% off when you use the code BONE20. Also available at Walmart, 7-Elevens, liquor depots across the state. You can even get them on Amazon. Subscribe and save. They'll show up right at your front door. We love Tsunami Energy. Why spit when you can swallow?
Mix up margarita, cause my girl sees a beat.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, you name it. We've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti, PA, and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
Zero is back at Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. John Senning, and if you're in the market for a new truck or SUV, you've got to go see my friend Bob Murray and the crew at Furman Ford. Right now, during Ford's summer sales event, you can get 0% APR financing for 48 months. 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days. Plus a complimentary 2-year maintenance plan on select new Ford models. If you've been waiting for the best time to get a new truck or SUV, the time is now. Furman Ford has a massive inventory of almost 400 new Fords to choose from. And if you're in the need for service and you can't make it to the dealership, Furman Ford's mobile service will come to your home, office, or anywhere. Certified technicians, genuine parts, and quality work right at your doorstep. Visit them today on US 19 in Clearwater or always online at FurmanFord.com. And when you make your way in there, you got to let them know that John Senning sent you.
Purple Wave Auction remains the trusted leader in online equipment auctions. What makes the difference is you. You are part of our growing global community that continues to trust Purple Wave with the equipment that builds and feeds America. This trust placed in us by our community, from construction to ag producers and fleet drivers, brings great equipment opportunities to their next owners. Join the Purple Wave community today. PurpleWave.com.
The Big One sales event is on at Sun Toyota. Get a new RAV4, $219 a month. Go big and save big on new RAV4. $219. Yes, $219 a month. The Big One sales event is underway. Get a new RAV4 now only $219 a month. Make it Sun Toyota and make it happen. Plus tax, title, pre-delivery service fee of $1,298. Private tag agency fee of $189. Electronic registration filing fee $598. New 2025 RAV4 model $4,430. Lease $219 for 36 months. $6,904 down plus first month's payment and $695 acquisition fee. No security deposit required and approved credit from SETF. Offer expires July 31st, 2025.
This is a cat named Mo from Dugal Rabble Live. Prime time, baby, for Crunch Fitness. Membership starting at $9.99 a month. Join today and enroll for just $1. Over 500 locations nationwide. World-famous group fitness classes. State-of-the-art equipment. Miles of cardio. Join today and enroll for just $1. Hurry, this offer ends July 31st with over 500 locations nationwide. The best part of my day is walking into Crunch. I look the best walking out. Go to crunch.com to find a location nearest you and get crunched.
The old saying, you get what you pay for, still holds true today. Like when air conditioning companies offer you $29 tune-ups. Really? I'm not going to be fooled by that, and you shouldn't be either. Hi, I'm Zach Moskowitz, president of Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Those so-called deals lure you into spending a lot more. At Cox Heating and Air Conditioning, we have a real honest solution. It's our Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan. For only $110 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home twice a year and keep you cool. Get your Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan today at coxair.com.
License number CAC 1816108.
Cox is your key to comfort since 1958.
This is Dr. Ana Rojas. She just opened her own local vet clinic dedicated to the health and happiness of Florida's furry family members, because that's how she treats all animals, like family. And it's the reason she banks with Mid-Florida, a local credit union who makes decisions quickly and who gave her the business accounts she needs in case things get a little hairy. Now she can brush those financial worries right off. Mid-Florida, your life, your money, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Elysian Space Dust IPA presents St. Pete Grunge Fest, a free show featuring Florida's best Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and Alice in Chains tribute bands. August 8th at Janice Live. Get your free tickets today at Eddie's Bay Pines, Knockin' Boots, Bourbon on Main, Brulin's, and Ferg's.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop singing. Oh, no. That's a rough rider's roll. I'm going down, down, baby. Your street in a Range Rover, street sweeper, baby. Cock ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa wood. Listen,
I'm not saying I sacrificed your joy for Danielle, Dizzy, but I knew when I played this that Danielle would love it and you would hate it.
I love this.
Smoking on that Doja. Pull up my buddies in the back screaming, no limit soldiers. 1, 2, 3 into the full storm. Doggy, doggy, Dr. Dre is at the door. But it'll make an entrance on back on up. Cause you know we about to rip stuff up. Give it a microphone first so I can bust it like a bubble. LA and Nashville together, man, you know you in trouble.
The way you guys are nodding your head, so hilarious.
Dude, this is a bop, dude. This is for the whites, man.
Remember walking you from school at home is hey, man, but I ain't tripping cause I know I did. Girl, you be my lady, you probably have my babies. I know it's crazy, but
he hits them all.
If you real girl, save me. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up, get
I hate
up,
acoustic versions and this type of stuff when it comes to hip hop.
I will tell you, the title of the song is very clever. 90s rap mashup.
Oh.
Who is this?
Austin Williams.
Yeah.
I heard this a few months ago, and you were the first person I thought of.
Love him.
45 and 2 zigzags, baby, that's all we need. Yeah, we can go
I keep feeling like if I stare at Dizzy hard enough, he's going to start liking it.
Yeah, the amount of joy on your face when certain lines pop up, you're like, huh?
I'm like, how about that one? How about that one? A little Afro Man?
Yeah.
Stop at the ball now, cheap Sean, selling tips from here to Hong Kong. So roll my joint, pick out the seeds and stems.
Let's get to one more. I think the next one's really going to pop you.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but...
So far we had Country Grandma, Colt 45.
Yeah.
What else was in there?
Snoop, Air Force Ones.
Okay.
I want to be a baller.
Oh, I hate
Road tag got sprayed, but I hit the highway.
Unseasoned. I hate it.
I put raisins in my potato.
My God.
Boys and girls want to hear a
Trash.
true story. Saturday night, I was at this real wild
City High? No, City High.
You got to appreciate the City High.
5, 6, never trying to work for a buck, and I
Well,
disappointed in both
at least
of you.
two.
Wow.
At least two of the three.
I expect it from her, but you?
Appreciate
What an
it.
absolute treat
Dude, are you
that was.
are you kidding? Like this is up my alley. This is the best of both worlds. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Danielle has worked herself into
I love it.
a frenzy over here. Real quick, I got to tell you about my friends at Wild Fork. All of the meat that is in my fridge right now is from Wild Fork. I did more of the Wagyu burgers last night for dinner. I've got kebabs ready to cook tonight. Whether you're looking for rare cuts of meat like a Barraco pork or Wagyu or even wild game, venison, yak, bison, duck, they've got all of that and more at unbelievable prices. You can order online and get it delivered, order it online and pick it up, or just get in there and check out the 450 items they have to offer you. You can go to the locations in St. Pete, West Chase, and South Tampa. Always online at wildforkfoods.com.
I still got to get there.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like it'd be such a great way to bust me out of my same things for dinner routine.
Yeah, it would be. And then maybe that'd be like a bonding thing. Like with this, we give each other. I go for a workout session. That's like, oh, let's go hit up Wild Fork and get some protein because I eat protein.
You don't eat protein.
I do. Well, I do eat. I do eat
Krispy
I do.
Kreme.
By the way, so everything's on the table, during the commercial break, Diz and I were talking. I don't even know what took me down the road of talking about my eating habits.
Oh, yeah.
But I said when I'm off the rails, I'm off the rails. And so I said, so this morning I had a dentist appointment, and I got back home and I thought, man, I could really go for a Mickey D's breakfast today.
What
And
are
I
you
did.
doing?
And I did.
He's treating himself.
Man.
And that's with
you know my story. You have to know this story.
No.
About the day that my sister-in-law called me and told me that.
Oh, yeah.
I was dropping I was dropping my kids off at her house. She said,
Oh,
great, my
yes,
kids are
yes,
McDonald's.
yes.
And
And
I
then
drove to Wendy's and I put a Wendy's burger in the McDonald's wrapper so my kids didn't feel like outcasts.
Which is crazy, just from the sense of like, I don't think there is this big high horse that Wendy's stands upon that is like that much better than McDonald's.
It's not. It just, they don't have a documentary of their food being good 14 years later, Like it's just.
I don't like your tone at
throwing
all.
out some
But I mean,
facts.
but so you believe in your heart that Wendy's is astronomically better for you than McDonald's. That's what you believe.
If I was given I wouldn't throw the word astronomical in there. That's a little gratuitous. I would definitely say
the
better.
way your tone and you're like, well, the documentary, like the way you said that.
I would
made me
definitely
feel,
say it's
make me feel like you're passionate about it. Are you talking about the Super Size Me movie?
I'm talking about whatever movie they put it on the counter and then they came back.
Oh yeah, you're
like
still
in the
stuck,
next
you're still
generation,
stuck on that.
and it's still on the counter.
Did we do tests on other burger places to know?
No,
just
that's
all
the thing.
burger
This
places.
is probably just all the other burger places got together and was like, oh, let's put theirs on a counter and show people that it doesn't do anything, even though ours does the same. And I got no beef with Wendy's. Don't make me turn on Wendy's just because you have an irrational fear of McDonald's.
I'm not making you turn on anybody. I think Wendy's is far superior.
The thing was this morning, though, for being honest, BOGO on the sausage McMuffins.
Oh,
yeah,
that's his go-to.
And
you like the pancakes though.
I didn't
right?
get the pancakes today.
Oh.
I didn't. But they got a spicy McMuffin now.
Ew, no.
It's not good. Don't
I could tell you that before you even tried it.
Well, I didn't know what the spicy sauce was. I mean,
Okay.
I prefer spicy sauce.
That's like the new thing is putting spicy in front of something and be like, this will sell now.
It didn't make what was already there any better. You want to throw something at us, Danielle?
Sure. A new poll of 25,000 Americans was looking at the most popular pet names used by couples. Diz, do you and Nicole call each other anything?
Yes, not safe for air.
Not safe for air.
What is it, like Sweet Poon or something?
Write it on there.
Oh, God.
John, what do you and Danielle
I'm
call each
trying to
other?
say, because we definitely don't have like
Because ours
given.
is the number one. On
We
the list.
definitely don't have like a given, like this is the pet name. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to just honey, baby, babe. I don't even think I'm saying any of those. I don't think I'm a pet name guy.
Are those pet names really, babe and all
Babe
that?
is number one.
Oh, we call each other all the time.
Babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. I don't, for some reason, maybe I say it, but I don't feel like it feels natural.
I feel like a pet name is more something you call that person.
Like their little nickname for you.
Yeah, like you could use babe for a lot of different things. Boo, baby one.
Buttercup?
I feel like, it's more like something like that. Or like, I call Nicole Mama Bear a lot. That's like our thing.
Mama, that's a pet name.
That's a pet name to me.
I would not like that.
Mama Bear?
Oh.
I would not like that.
Why?
I don't know. I
That's why I
feel
don't
like
call you
it's
it.
aggressive.
Yeah, anymore. Ever since he called you that one day and you got mad.
You
Babe
blocked
is
me.
number one on this list. 20% said they use it. Honey is 13%. Baby is 10%. So you
Baby.
nailed all three of those.
Baby.
Sweetheart. I feel like that's so condescending.
That is, well, and it's
Sweetheart's
so
weird.
It's so creepy.
That's like
6%.
diner talk to me. Like, hey,
Yeah.
sweetheart, what you want with that?
Yeah, like if somebody refers to a person, especially not their significant other, as sweetheart, like that is
I heard this next one in the wild over the weekend, and it made me uncomfortable.
to you or to
No,
okay.
to the person in front of me at the rental car checkout line in Syracuse, New York. Love. So we stood in this line for our rental car for probably like 45 minutes. And come to find out, it wasn't just that there was only one person working the counter. It was that this one person was like having full-blown conversations with everybody. Like we weren't trying to get the hell out of that.
They were
airport.
giving extra service to all.
So she was like, she let the guy in front of me go and she said, something, my love. And I'm like, what? Who are you?
Dude, people are.
Don't be my love and me, girl.
Yeah, I don't. Wait. It was a lady.
It was a girl to a guy.
That I will
To
tell
a
you,
man.
it is much more palatable for a lady to say those things.
Yeah, I was
than a man.
uncomfortable.
But I mean, if you were out and you had to pick, you'd rather a lady say "my love" than a guy say "my love."
Yeah, I would.
Like a rando at the counter, "my love, baby, sweetheart."
Yeah.
Like, can you not be creepy and just be calling people sweetheart? Like out in the
I think
world?
if you're old enough, you can.
I would
I think
say-
there's a pass that comes probably once you have like your AARP eligibility.
70.
Yeah.
70 to me is the line where you could mildly get away because then you just become kind of like a sweet old man. Anything other than that, it's like, ooh, dude.
Yeah. You could say sweetheart a lot, but babe, you cannot no longer say.
No,
it.
babe.
No.
You're way too old to say
Babe.
that now. Yeah.
Babe is only a relationship.
Babe. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I'm hearing Danielle call me babe, but I'm just not feeling like I'm saying babe.
What do you call her?
Babe.
Like if you walk in the house and you're trying to ask her like, hey, are we going to get something from the grocery store? And you're trying to get her attention. Are you saying Danielle?
Yeah, probably.
Man.
Danielle.
Sounds
Danielle.
like
Gen pop? people say?
Danielle.
Come on.
Babe. I don't think I'm saying babe. I'll try to watch myself tonight and find out what kind of terms I'm using around my home.
Start throwing out words you never say.
Yeah.
Get like feelers for like how she reacts.
Yeah, dude, if I threw out one sweetheart, she would be like, "What is going on?"
Did
What
you
is-
write
what is
yours
wrong with you?
down?
Oh no, I
Yeah.
did not.
Now, is this something that you guys call each other, or
No,
is this
she just
like?
calls me.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you want to write it down? I'm gonna try to.
I mean,
force
you
it
can
here.
just say the N-word. No.
You cannot.
I mean, you can just say that. You can't say the actual word, but
She calls me vinegar.
yeah.
My favorite vinegar. That's an inside joke.
He doesn't want to write it. It's okay. I'm not.
It,
Gonna force
you know, some things you got to keep things.
He's forming in his.
I don't know if
skin, and
she
will not
wants
force
me.
you. That's okay.
Wants me
So
to
wait,
write it.
so babe, tell me the big ones again. Did we miss any?
Babe is 20% at number one. Honey's 13%. Baby at 10%. Sweetheart and love. And then 2% of people said they regularly use the terms dear, boo, bae, and darling.
Oh, darling is. I mean, darling's got the same thing. Like, who's? You're telling me there's anybody under the age of 70 years old that's like, darling, darling, I'm home. That doesn't feel very
No.
real world applicable.
My grandpa calls my big mama Dove. That's like his thing for. He's like, oh, Dove, blah blah blah. It's
Dove,
like I
dude,
guess two doves.
I do love
And I
when
was like-
older people have that thing.
Yeah.
It's endearing.
If my parents had it, like gross.
Yeah.
But now they're at the age where I'm like, well, you can have one of those because you're old now.
A little dove.
And your grandma is your big mama.
My mom's mom.
Okay.
Is my big mama. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Big mama. And would you say big mama?
Sometimes.
Like, would you be like, big mama?
Well, not really. I call her grandma most of the time.
Okay.
Or G-Ma.
So when you speak about her, you call her Big Mama. If you spoke to her, you would say
usually
grandma.
when you reference her
Okay.
is when you use it. Be like, oh, well, Big Mama told me.
And that's a
you
thing.
know, yeah.
Which is weird because I had a B Mama, which I don't know if that was meant to be Big Mama, but like I had a B Mama.
Yeah.
And it was the southern. It was a southern side of the family. So did I have a Big Mama?
Yeah.
Or did I have a B Mama?
Usually, yeah, again, it's your mom's mom. It's Big Mama. It's not your mom. It's her mom. It's Big Mama. Big Mama's house. Mom's mom. Soul food. Big Mama. Mom's mom.
I got a B Mama. You call any grandparents anything strange?
Just Nana and Pop-Pop.
I call my grandpa Papa. I'm gonna say Papa.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I couldn't say grandpa when we were younger. So I just Papa. And they're like, that fits.
This says B Mama is slang for baby mama. I don't think that's what we were
No.
calling. I don't think that's what we were calling my great grandma was hey, your baby mama. You got one more for us?
I do. This is
before I
just
throw
a
this at you?
random little tidbit.
Yep.
Beyonce, so you remember how her tickets were like dumping off for nothing?
Yes.
Did you see this stat?
I saw it. I don't know that I believe it, but I saw it.
It said Beyonce just set the record for the highest grossing country music tour of all time.
That cannot be true.
She made $407 million. The previous best was for Zach Bryan. Weren't you, didn't you go to that tour?
I went to multiple shows of that tour, yeah.
Who made over $320 million for his Quittin' Time tour.
And what was the number on this?
407. Almost $100 million more.
So were people just wrong? Like, were those early pictures and all of the discussions about the ticket sales not happening?
Either
were they
that,
wrong?
or the ones that bought into it bought them when they were such high dollar tickets. Because that's the thing. I bought tickets, those Dude Perfect tickets that I ended up giving away. I bought them at like top price because I wanted to get them as soon as they came out. They were a Christmas gift. And then by the time we realized we weren't going to be able to go, they were selling for like a quarter of what I bought them for.
Well, there's
so
that
maybe she
element
made
of it,
a lot of money on the people that bought them right out of the gate.
It's still, I look at the people out there that are doing it. Like right now, Morgan Wallen, who is pretty much doing almost
Taylor
2
Swift,
nights everywhere.
Wouldn't Taylor, I guess maybe her most recent tours wouldn't be considered country tours, so that would be why.
But still, I mean, George Strait and Chris Stapleton did stadiums. I just think of all of these other
Kenny Chesney.
I mean, all of those. I think the biggest problem is that I feel comfortable saying Beyonce is not country.
She is not.
No. I mean, that album, like, I just don't think because you had a couple features and you put on a cowboy hat that you're actually country. Like, you're trying some different things and you're experimenting, but like, I don't think you got a lot of country fans to those shows. Those were Beyonce fans and fans of her previous albums.
It wasn't like MGK when he switched over. Like, you could say he's an alternative rock guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, she definitely changed just enough to be eligible for awards and be around, but I don't think that the country music universe was like, well, she's one of ours now. She's making country music. It's nothing like that. That's sad for the world of country music.
It is.
It brings me no joy to bring this up, but when I heard it this morning, and I have to say, I have to give credit to the Mike Calta show because I heard them throw it out there, and I didn't know if it was a new news story or what it was, but they just threw it out there. So then I immediately started looking it up. And it looks like it became a thing in 2021 when it really took over social media. And I apologize. I apologize to Danielle before I say this. Because I'll be honest with you, I had this slated to talk about in the first segment when you weren't here. But we got talking about tsunamis and natural disasters.
If you're apologizing to me ahead of time, I'm so concerned.
Yeah.
Because of the amount of things that you just throw at me that you don't apologize for.
And you
That's
just
a good point.
just to reiterate, just to go back, circle back, if you will, to use a little office speak. You love avocado. You said you eat a lot of it
all the time. I have it in my house all the time.
Would you say it's one of your favorite flavor profiles out there?
No, I mean it's not a flavor profile. It has to do about it's a really healthy fat for you, and it actually doesn't have much of a flavor at all. You can put it on basically anything.
But you love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
And probably till about what about you're about to say.
So, man, I got to find the right way to say it because I want to say it where it really has a punch. I just don't know how to say it.
Because you can't say it like on the air?
I'm going to come out and say it. You're not going to like it, but I'm going to say it. The headline reads, does avocado actually taste like a clean penis?
I need to go out.
An investigation
need
into the internet's weirdest theory. And there are many people out there, it's on podcast, it's all over social media, that people are saying that an avocado in its purest form tastes like a clean wiener. And there are many women who have posted, who have signed off on it. One time I read a tweet saying avocado tastes like a clean wiener. I haven't known peace since. Avocados really do be tasting like a clean wiener. Do what you want with that information.
You got to send me this article because my mom loves avocados.
Yeah, I mean,
You'll send this to your mom?
Yeah, of course. She can take a joke. She
Good
listens to
Lord.
this. She's probably listening now like, well, now I hate it.
I don't know. I don't like. To me, it's a texture thing. You know, like what does a clean one ultimately taste like? I imagine it tastes kind of like what you said, an avocado, where it doesn't really have a flavor profile, which is what you're ultimately looking for from a clean one. Like I don't think you're looking for any notes. Like, you don't want to be walking away saying, you know, I got some peppery, earthy tones there. Like you want to walk away going, that was kind of like an avocado, kind of bland, kind of creamy.
Yeah,
but just
don't really notice the taste.
Yeah. So
Danielle,
I don't know.
thoughts?
I don't know what to say here.
You don't have
I
to.
have
I think
nothing-
your silence speaks volumes at this
Okay.
point. That's all I'll say about that. And that was it. I don't know where else we go with it.
I don't know how I'm eating avocados later.
Well, the thing that's crazy to me, and I don't know what this says about me, all I want to do now is eat an avocado.
Yeah.
Like I just
Oh, my
need to.
God.
I just want to taste it and be like, really?
But how would you know the comparison?
Well, I wouldn't,
Oh.
but I just feel like if people are saying it, then I eat it, and then I'm like, okay, now. I mean, you should know.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of the same idea of like you make a dish, you're going to try it before you give it to everybody else. So that's the closest thing I'm going to be able to do, with the avocado.
Now, when any woman goes to do the stuff now, they're going to go, it does kind of taste like avocado.
It kind of tastes
I
like
do
an
see
avocado.
the comparison.
You're absolutely right. Thank you, Danielle. You're the best. You're the absolute best. Follow her on social media at Radio Danielle.
Thanks for
Are you
having
gonna
me. I was just gonna say
Are you gonna come back next week?
Yeah, I'll be back.
We'll be back on normal schedule next Friday. Do not go anywhere. John's Joints will be fired up when we return. Lots to get to in the world. Drew Garabo joins us. I'm hanging around for Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. We have a new statement from the attorney of Jeff Knight, the man in the Clearwater Ferry accident. Go figure, they don't agree with the charges. And a fun little statistic on the release of Happy Gilmore. All that and a bunch more coming up next in John's Joints with Drew Garabo. Hawkins Service Co. One call really does handle it all. What a hassle it is to go into the yellow pages or to go to Google and have to search for a plumbing company and an air conditioning company and a pool repair and an HVAC and all of those. With Hawkins, they've got you covered and they have guarantees that are going to give you peace of mind. Like the fact that all of their technicians have gotten rigorous background checks so you know the people you let inside your home can be trusted. You'll get a text message with all of the information about this person, a little picture of them, so you know it is all on the up and up. I have learned to love this company. They've been in and out of my house multiple times. I got them coming out next week to finish up some pool stuff for me. And if you are using Hawkins for the first time and you heard about them right here on Senning Show, 10% off right there. Give them a call today or check them out online, hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
And it starts in my toes, makes me crinkle my nose. Wherever it goes, I always.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Summer is here, and it's time to take that weekend getaway to Vegas, or maybe book that Alaskan cruise. But maybe inflation has kicked you right in the wallet. Well, leave it to Mike Calta to cancel his new order of 14 refrigerators just to give you the Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Listen for the keyword every Tuesday and Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get it and enter it in the free 102.5 The Bone app, and you could win $1,000. That's $1,000 that you can use towards a beach vacation, or to buy your own refrigerator, or to just buy a bunch of beer, stay home, and drink them. You know, like a staycation. It's the Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Presented to you by Farrah & Farrah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarrahandFarrah.com. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Tracy dreams to be like every kid. A car accident nearly crushed that dream. But today, she makes memories to last a lifetime. We believe in Tracy's dream because we share it. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do
all for kids.
Hot in your house? Superheat Air and Plumbing, powered by the experts at ABC, has your back. Get a $29 AC system check, working or not. If it needs a fix, that $29 rolls into the repair. Fast, pro service, same day. Go to superheatandair.com.
Summer is here, so if you're thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and I'm here with my friend Mark of Mark Spain Real Estate. Mark, I'm always bragging about the guaranteed offer. Can you explain to our listeners why it's the easiest way to sell your home?
Our guaranteed offer is so unique because it allows sellers to receive a quick, all-cash, competitive offer without the hassles of putting their home on the market. There's no showings, no open houses, no stress. We literally focus on what's important to you: a quick sell and maximum profit. We've been in business for nearly 30 years, and we know what matters most at Mark Spain Real Estate. We provide you with the most competitive cash offer in the industry so you can maximize the value of your home. It's that simple.
Thanks, Mark. With over 13,000 five-star reviews, you can trust the top real estate team in the United States to sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. There's no obligation. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Most people that come in have tried many, many different things to get themselves out of pain, and nothing has worked for them. And eventually they make their way to us, and that's when good things happen.
You're listening to Alex, an arch support specialist at the Good Feet store.
A woman came in complaining of extreme pain, and she was concerned that she wasn't able to play with her grandchildren. I fitted her for the arch supports. I put them in her shoes, and she took a couple steps and she started crying because she knew then that she would be able to begin doing the things that she wanted to do with them.
For over 25 years, the Good Feet store and our arch support specialists have been helping folks live the life they love without foot, knee, hip, or back pain getting in the way.
I called her a week later. She thanked me profusely. She was able to do those things that she wasn't able to do before, and she had a new lease on life. Those kind of Good Feet stories happen all the time. It's fantastic.
Try them for yourself. Stop in for a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
For WeatherTight windows and doors done right, call WeatherTight Windows for WeatherTight Mike. For WeatherTight Windows, hurricane strong, go to WeatherTightWindows.com.
Call WeatherTight today at 813-908-0131.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. A question I get all the time is, how did we become the largest injury firm in the world? We have over 1,000 lawyers in all 50 states and close to 6,000 coworkers. Our call center is on duty 24/7. You can reach us at any time at forthepeople.com. But the real reason is we won a lot. When you visit our website, go to our verdicts and settlements. There you will see what our clients were offered and what they were awarded at trial. All those verdicts help us resolve many cases fairly and early. You see, nothing beats reputation. The insurance industry knows who we are. We even have insurance adjusters call us for representation because they know too. We've made it easy. On your mobile device or computer, go to forthepeople.com and we will get busy. It's that easy. Call today. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Joint with your host, John Senning.
Yo, G, they can't stop me from rapping, can they? Can they hot? I spit it through the wire, man. Too much stuff on my heart right now, man.
Welcome back to Senning Show. Time to fire up the joints of the day. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. Get on up in the 1025 The Bone YouTube chat room. We try to crest over 200 about this time every single day. Shout out to everybody in there who is nice and there is only one man who can enter the room, almost like the Stinger coming down from the rafters in the mid-90s, NWO style. He's got the white man flow with a hog that tastes like avocado. He is Drew Garabo.
Much better texture, though.
Did you hear that thing?
Yeah.
Do you remember when it was a thing years ago? Because my first thing finding out that it happened in like 2022 was, how did we not spend 5 days on it when we found out this little tidbit?
Wait, I only heard you guys talking about avocado. I didn't see what launched it.
Oh, it was an article from 2022, and people went crazy on podcast and on Twitter saying that avocado tastes exactly like a clean penis.
Oh, well, I've only tasted avocado.
Well, see, that's the thing. So
Okay.
it's
Didn't you have this whole black guy thing? Who was the story with the big black guy? The BBC that exposed himself to
I
you.
can't believe you work with this guy for what he did with the blind situation, John.
Just because he's around it and he's seen it doesn't mean he's tasted it, man.
You didn't give it one little.
There's a big gap between just gazing upon James Hardon and
No, it wasn't him.
Hey, don't you dare assail the good name of James Hardon.
No.
You don't know the story I'm talking about?
No.
You said there was a black guy. Well, he told me the story, Drew.
Oh, is this
The
a
tennis.
There we go. There you go.
Well, he didn't. Dude, come on, man.
Avocado?
That's taking it too far. This is like
John's allowed to mock my trauma. You're not.
I was gonna say this is like one of those things when like you're picking on your brother and then somebody else joins in and you're like, I can make fun of the fact that his tennis coach molested him, but you're not. You're not quite there yet. And
That's
everybody
right.
knows you didn't taste it.
Thank you, John.
Did it smell like avocado from where you were?
Just all I saw was the sheen of Vaseline.
It just smelled like guacamole.
That's all.
Is all I know. Real quick, John's Joints. Let's do a little palate cleanser. John's Joints brought to you by marijuanadoctor.com. It is really, if you have interest in the plant and smoking or taking edibles, like, I really can't put into words sometimes how great it is to have your card, to be able to go into these dispensaries that are getting better every day. There's more entering the marketplace. We just got a Jungle Boys right here on 4th Street in St. Pete. Amazing deals. The products are insane, but you've got to get your card, and marijuanadoctor.com is offering savings like never before. $30 off. You go, book now, marijuanadoctor.com. Use the code BONE30. Book at one of the 40 locations across the state. You'll go in, you'll meet with the doctor, and certified that day. You get all of these first-time patient discounts, which are designed to give you your money back almost immediately. So stop hesitating. It's time. BONE30, marijuanadoctor.com.
Dizzy just got you a bunch of seafood.
Oh, dude, thank you. Thank you. Who do we thank?
No, he
So
Or did he not?
Maiko gets people a lot of tickets and stuff, and some dude, to say thank you, this guy Pat Bixler with Lockhart Seafood dropped off a giant cooler with a bunch of seafood in it, and Mike's not going home after work, so he just asked if anybody wanted the seafood. What a nice thing to do.
What a sweet.
Do you know
sweet,
Lockhart's? It's a 727 number.
I feel like I'm envisioning them. What's the address? Is it down by the beach?
There's no address. It just says wholesale and retail.
Oh, maybe it
Lockhart
will be one of those places that supplies seafood markets and other things with their their seafood over the weekend, because we're going to go down to the beach, and I'm trying to figure out where we fit in from a food standpoint, because the three things that are on my hit list that I don't know that I'll be able to do all of them: Nachman's, because I got to get my fish dip and my smoked salmon, Boardwalk Grill for the lobster roll,
of course.
But then, dude, last time we were down there, I forget what we were doing. I told you about it. We went to that Pete's Sushi in Madeira Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like this legit sushi man that ended up in Madeira Beach. So somewhere between all three of those, I will have a mixture of all of them. I think we're going to go down to the beach on Friday.
You know, Friday, because Sarah and Julia are staying down there on Saturday.
Oh, really? Where are they? On Madeira?
I think they're staying at Madeira Beach. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I think so. Right near. They were going to go Cambria, but they went for a different hotel instead.
Yeah, I think we're going to kind of make a day of it or on Friday, and I'll eat my way through the Gulf.
Jelly.
Man, I was saying this morning, and it's just so crazy. With a natural disaster such as this that we've seen wipe out, in entire areas and kill more people than I think any other natural disaster, that tsunami that was in
Thailand?
Thailand, yeah. because if you were paying any attention in the middle of the night, they were making it sound like Hawaii might not be here this morning. But now fears of a devastating tsunami have faded for the U.S. and Japan after one of the strongest earthquakes ever recorded struck off a sparsely populated Russian peninsula, but new alerts along South America's Pacific coast forced evacuations and closed beaches. Warnings in the first hours after the 8.8 magnitude quake, which it was crazy because I'm normally not paying attention to earthquakes, but they, I think, rated it immediately an 8.5. And then in like the hours after, they kept bumping it up, saying, no, it was an 8.6, or it was an 8.7, and ended up being an 8.8. Sent residents fleeing to rooftops in Japan and forced tourists out of beachfront hotels in Hawaii. The traffic was an absolute disaster. In Russia, several people were hurt rushing to get out of buildings. They were rushing to get out of buildings, including a hospital patient who jumped from a window. Oh. Dude, in the world of everybody having a conspiracy theory for everything always, is it not weird that is there no conspiracy theory to be found that it happened right off the coast of Russia?
I've never heard of an earthquake striking off the coast of Russia before.
Yeah, I know that they have happened before, but my first thought was, what did they do? Like, what did somebody do? Did we, if it would have wiped out a big portion of Russia, I would have thought maybe we dropped a little sleeper tsunami bomb,
right?
And it was planned. But I haven't heard too much in the way of straight up conspiracy theories about it, other than learning we have no way to predict tsunamis. That is the big takeaway from all of this. Yeah. A warning is as strong as it gets. So if you get a hurricane warning, like, it's pretty much coming. If you get a tornado warning, like, there's probably going to be a tornado.
Sure.
You get a tsunami warning where you have to, in some cases, leave your house. We have now learned in the last 24 hours, there is a chance that nothing at all happens. And that is, thank God, what happened in all of these places around the world that could have been ugly.
I just feel bad for Oprah. She opened up her private road for nothing.
Dude, that was the big smoking gun conspiracy thing last night that started. It also happened so fast. I felt like there was no way it could have happened and people could have been mad about it. Like, I wonder if when people started bitching about it, and the story was that Oprah has a road that goes through her property that people could have evacuated from, and she had it shut down, which now at least the fact checkers are saying that she did open it up. So, dude, people hate Oprah.
Man, they really do. She's got the lethal combination of being a famous black woman who is also a billionaire.
Yeah, there is, I don't know, like, how beloved she was at her biggest moment of being beloved, but, like, growing up, I just remember, like, she was the biggest thing. She was the biggest thing on TV. Like, she was in a stratosphere all her own, away from anybody who hosted any sort of talk show. And then I guess probably mostly because of political reasons and who she kind of aligned herself with, that's why so many people hated her. Because remember, they thought she was behind the fires in Hawaii as well. They thought that she started the fires and then was keeping all the money for herself, her and The Rock. That was dude, you brought up The Rock earlier, and I was kind of talking about him being canceled or having bad press, and that was probably the closest to real trouble that he stepped into.
Forgot about that,
during the Maui thing. People were like, oh, you're taking this money for yourself and you're siding with Oprah, so it's you're bad.
Fat Oprah was prime.
Oh,
dude,
man, Big Oprah was everything.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wonder if that, some people don't work skinny. You know what I mean? Like some people.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, Jonah Hill.
Oh,
he was killing the game as a comedic actor. He's skinny now. He gets roles, and maybe he'll have his big moment. But
Segel looks good skinny. Jason Segel.
Yeah, but he
was
never
big?
He was pudgy.
He was pudgy. But when you talk about, like, Oprah in her day, like, she was she was the Lizzo of our generation.
The guy from My Name Is Earl. And
yeah.
Jason Lee?
No, the fat guy. It was remember the Titans?
He was in American History X.
Oh, yeah, I know that kid.
And he was, like, morbidly obese. Oh. And then he is now shredded. It's not in the same category at all, but I've been seeing this idea of fit shaming in regards to Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
Because people I think it was Vogue magazine did a write-up that pretty much was like, does Sacha Baron Cohen not know that this body type is revolting to women? Because did you see the pictures?
What? No.
Oh, my God, dude.
Shredded. Like not just
ripped.
got himself in shape.
Ali G.
Very
like
nice.
he could be in the WWE right now. I mean, he could be, like, the dude is
He went from brew no to brew yes.
He really, really did.
Man.
Oh, my God.
So there was no tsunami, which is interesting because I saw in Hawaii there was a harbor where all the water got sucked out.
There was some water that came up and stuff like that. But so there were these readings last night coming from these buoys that led people to believe there would be 7 feet of water in major areas of Hawaii, and it just never came. And they ended up ramping it up to warnings for areas of California and Oregon, and it just never really came.
That's good.
Yeah.
I looked it up. He's shredded.
Oh yeah, unbelievable.
What did you read the article? What did he supposedly do?
He said he took Ozempic and got a trainer, but that now he's saying he was only joking about the Ozempic part.
He just got a
trainer, but I don't know. Whatever he's doing, it's working.
We're due for some new Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh my God, yes.
Like, what was the last thing he did? Was it this?
Borat
the
2.
political thing. No.
Oh yeah. Borat 2 was after. Was it? It's not This Is America.
That was Childish Gambino.
No, yeah,
it was.
We Are America. What is America?
Ooh, man.
Who is America?
What is America?
Who is America?
Oh, it is. Who is that? Was
good,
dude. That was
really
great.
Yeah,
dude,
came and went
at a time. Dude, the stuff that he did and the fact that he will probably pretty much put his life on the line. Like when he went to that rally and he did the Wuhan, remember the Wuhan song?
Oh my God, dude. That's some of the funniest television. He's so subversive, man.
Dude, I got to see if I can find the
Please do.
the Wuhan song.
I got to go back and watch these episodes because they were all great.
Every single one of them.
And they happened at a time, I think we were still kind of in COVID.
Yeah.
Because it was very COVID. Oh, wait, hold on. I got a couple things playing here. Stand by.
Ooh, I hear a little Ice Cube.
A little Ice Cube. It is a good day. What do you know?
Yep.
It is a good day. And that's not the country remix either. Here we go.
Do you know buddies? Yeah, they're nice. Obama was a traitor. America, he hated. He belonged inside the jails. I ain't lying, it ain't no jokes. Corona is a liberal hoax. Corona is a liberal hoax. Obama, what we gotta do? Inject him with the Wuhan flu. Inject him with the Wuhan flu. Let's hear it. Dr. Fauci, what we gonna do?
Inject him with the Wuhan flu.
Inject him with the Wuhan flu.
Dude, and they're loving it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, dude, it's undeniably funny. I mean,
hilarious.
I don't know.
Over there. She's over there. She's over there to the right. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, journalists, we gotta inject them with the Wuhan flu or chop them up like the Saudis do. Okay, let's hear it. Who wants to inject them with the Wuhan flu? Who wants to chop them up like the Saudis do?
People have spoken. Is that from Borat 2 or is that from We Are America?
Oh,
I think that was from Borat 2.
Was this from Borat 2?
I think so.
It says Borat 2.
Yeah.
I thought this was from that. I thought it was from the Showtime show.
No, I remember that part at that outdoor rally was Borat 2.
Dude, some of the stuff the first comment on this video is, keep in mind, Sacha Baron Cohen has risked his life repeatedly to do these. It's like the one that they did for, was it Borat or was it something, or was it Bruno when they went to the
rodeo?
Alabama cage fighting?
Yeah.
And remember, he had the guy started making out in the cage, and the people were throwing the chairs. I mean, they were ready to.
That sounds like Bruno.
They were ready to murder somebody, and that's just one of. And then he got the. Was it Borat when he got the mayor of New York, Rudy Giuliani, almost taking his pants off?
Yeah, that was Borat 2.
We need to go back and watch that show because I'm realizing now I don't know what was Borat and what was that show.
That first Borat is one of the funniest movies you'll ever see in your entire life.
And maybe now he's shredded enough and looks different enough to maybe he gives him new opportunities to get out in public and not be recognized.
The disadvantage is there are so many content creators out there intentionally trying to push the envelope that like everyone I think is on guard.
Yeah.
Whereas when he did that first Borat, no one was.
Yeah, it is crazy the amount of people that are out there at any given time trying to dupe the public in some former fashion YouTube content creators.
True that.
It is not a secret, but just so you know, this heat wave is sending a bunch of Floridians to the ER. Doctors at HCA Florida Brandon Hospital say they've seen a noticeable uptick in patients coming in with symptoms of heat exhaustion, especially those hot jobbers, landscapers, roofers. I heard your conversation the other day on Drew Garabo Live with the people that are working some of the hottest jobs. This extreme Florida heat is not really normal, and it's taking a toll on people who aren't able to escape it. And the ER physicians across the Tampa Bay area are urging the public to take precautions. The associate medical director from Tampa General Hospital says heat stroke cases are still rare. Heat exhaustion is what is very common right now, particularly among those with limited access to the shade. And I brought it up with Diz earlier, and we kind of touched on it because, dude, I have to say, Paul Delgado, what a gift. Like, the guy is not afraid to chop it up with people big time. And if you think you're going to say some smart ass comment to him, because I saw he was just posting the temperature. Like, he was literally posting a map with the temperature, and somebody said, wow, Florida hot. Someone's clearly got an agenda. And he just hopped right back on them and said, yeah, record-breaking heat and the temperature on any given day is the news that I deliver. And, it's just a sign of the times that meteorologists can't even factually tell you what's going on outside without people going, what are you doing? What kind of narrative are you trying to push here by telling us it's hot out there?
There's a fine line between a healthy distrust of mainstream media and just being an absolute idiot and not believing the temperature is hot.
Yeah, I do love it, though. I feel like from the time that I first was kind of turned on to Paul Delgado, and maybe it's more crazy people on the internet and not him just being more willing to go at him, but he'll go at him all day. Like, but whether it's chemtrails, whether it's the heat stuff, whether it's people saying that there's somebody's manipulating the weather, I mean, he is willing to openly and honestly have those debates with people where he just throws facts in their face. Which,
he's great.
They're coming for when you come for their weather, you better be prepared to deal with Paul Delgado.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of an update, not a surprising one, and I think there may be a couple new key details in here. Jeff Knight, keep in mind he is the former owner of Janice Live. It's important that we say that. In St. Pete, is facing 8 felony counts for leaving the scene of the deadly Clearwater crash. Knight stepped down. Again, he did step down from his position running the concert venue immediately after the crash. The crash claimed the life of Jose Castro's 41 and injured 10 other people. He was placed under arrest Monday night as he returned from the Bahamas. That is an interesting detail that I have not seen totally covered because I think he'd been in the Bahamas. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said they worked with his attorney to have him voluntarily surrender in the United States. Castro's family said they are satisfied with the charges that were filed, but nothing will bring back their loved one, of course. But now, the FWC confirmed that there are charges that are going to be coming for the ferry operator as well, saying we have to do significant functionality testing, forensic analysis on the GPS, both of them that were available for all of the vessels. That coming from Captain Matt De La Rosa of the FWC. We did a lot of electrical testing. The FWC investigation also revealed the radar on Knight's boat was not working at the time of the crash, but the FWC said private vessels are not required to have working radar. Knight also said that after his arrest, he left the scene of the accident because his boat was taking on water. The FWC came out and said, that was not true. There was no proof of, because remember, that was kind of the big thing is they had a baby on board and it was taking on water, and that's why he left. FWC said there was no signs of that. He did remain on scene for a period of time, but our evidence revealed, and a lot of 911 calls revealed, that there was a significant change in his demeanor and there was an attempt to leave the scene quickly. He was released on bond. The attorney of the victim's family said Knight is facing a long prison sentence. Meanwhile, and this is the newer stuff, Knight's legal team is disputing the claim, saying that he remained on the scene for over 11 minutes. Kevin Hazlett, he didn't flee. He stayed, he helped, he made the call, but it didn't fit the narrative. Who's pushing the narrative?
Yeah, I was going to say, is the narrative like that he hit and ran? And who's pushing that?
The attorney accused the charges, which were filed for each person who claimed injury in the crash, of being based on Knight's demeanor rather than the fact. He also said that the ferry captain was to blame, referencing the FWC's decision to charge him as well, saying it's ironic and frankly outrageous that Knight was vilified while the ferry was operating in complete violation of federal safety standards. This is the maritime equivalent of a school bus driving at night with no taillights and blaming the driver who couldn't see it. Knight's defense team said they look forward to presenting their evidence to a jury.
He's got a point. If you're driving down the road and there's a car with no lights on just sitting there and you don't see it until it's too late and you hit it, whose fault is that?
It is.
Yeah.
So we never did talk about it with Mo. It came after we were with Just Call Mo, because my thought was you do everything you can to keep it out of the courtroom, off the TV, don't get it in front of a jury. But if you feel like you've got enough to go on to put blame on them, and you can show that he stayed, and you can show that this boat did not have lights on, and that there was what I see happening is, not to tie everything to the jury experience that I had, but remember how I was telling you when I was on the jury that we ended up having to fill out this paper that gave exact percentage of responsibility for the crash?
Yeah.
So I almost have to wonder if it will be very similar if it does make it to a jury where there is, based on the charges that were filed, we're saying the driver of the ferry had some blame. Now here's all the information. How much blame do you put on him compared to Jeff Knight? And then where that may fall may land on. But that was civil in this.
I was going to say yours was a civil trial, though.
Yeah. So I don't know if they use that technique in a criminal trial, because then what does it decide ultimately? Because that was really to split up money. But stranger things have happened. We look at the people who have walked out of courtrooms when we didn't think that they would or could. I don't necessarily think it would be the most shocking thing ever if they get this in front of a jury.
Yeah, and just because charges are filed doesn't mean that someone is guilty of a crime. A jury determines that, and we'll see how it shakes out when this goes in front of a jury, if it does.
Innocent until proven guilty is what they say here in the good old United States of America.
Do you think it will make it to trial?
Yes, I definitely think it will make it to trial. I don't think Jeff takes a plea, and I don't have any insight or anything. I think he will take it to trial and put it in the hands of a jury.
I mean, unless there's just a crazy, crazy plea deal to be reached. I mean, if he gets to a place where they don't have to get in front of a jury and he doesn't have to spend a day in jail,
right,
then I would think maybe they're a little interested in that.
I would take that. If I were piloting that boat and they gave me a deal where I could do probation or something like that, or community service, and not serve any jail time, I'd definitely sign off on that.
Because I meant to look this up, but we were pondering the other day the legality of what court cases get shown on TV and what don't. Like, there's a chance to me that could just be live streamed all day.
Oh, sure.
Which I don't think they I don't think they want all of the details of that day playing out on television.
No, because they were out somewhere beforehand, but on Jeff Knight's boat, right?
Yeah, which supposedly they did a breathalyzer. Suppose they did.
There you go.
They did. So who the hell knows? Real quick, not too much to add to this story, but an interesting take on killing someone. It's a bonus kill. Like if you killed somebody and then in that moment realized I'm probably getting in trouble and I'm probably going to prison for the rest of my life, I might as well go get a bonus kill in.
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard of it before, but this man did it. A jilted husband allegedly confessed to killing his wife while accusing her of cheating on him, then hunting down another man to murder him simply because he knew he was going to jail. The father of two, Joshua Coleman, confessed to shooting his 22-year-old wife in the head. This happened in Ridgeway, Virginia. He said he did it because he found out that she was cheating on him, and that happens, a crime of passion. You shouldn't do it, but we've seen it before. He then hunted down 68-year-old William Morey because he knew he was going to jail anyway, according to the complaint, and did not elaborate on why he wanted to kill the man. Coleman initially said he could not locate the 68-year-old man until he went back to his home, where he found the other man while heading to check up on the woman that he had just killed. He shot him dead as well, and Coleman was quickly identified as the suspect in connection with both murders. And his only reason was, I figured I killed my wife. I might as well just kill the people, I guess, that I wanted to kill.
I think once you kill someone, it probably becomes a lot easier to kill someone else.
Yeah, like I did that.
You're a murderer already.
I'm going to prison for the rest of my life, most likely. So why not? Yeah. I hope this isn't a trend that we see. But it's kind of surprising that it's not.
Yeah.
Like something like in a heat of the moment, or even if it's planned, and then you're like, well, I killed this person, and I'm definitely going to get in trouble. So
why not kill another?
It reminds me of the Mace and Puff Daddy song, 24 Hours to Live, where you just pretty much, all they wanted to do was go kill people.
Oh.
When they
like,
had
like
24
The Purge?
It was very much like that. Like, it's like if you had 24 hours to live, what would you do? What would you do?
And they would kill people?
They just all they did was kill people.
Yeah.
They just killed people.
Mace and Puff?
Oh, yeah. Dude, the
Bring
song,
some company
dude,
with
the
us.
song is actually...
It's from Mace's album.
It is, and it's got crazy features on it. It is, hold on, now I got to play a piece just so we can all bond over it. 24 Hours to Live with the Locks, Black Rob, and DMX.
R.I.P. Black Rob.
And it's all just about all the people they want to go kill when they...
One question.
If they have 24 hours to live.
If you had 24 hours to live,
what would you do?
What would you do?
I would go on a killing spree.
I gotta just skip to DMX.
I do blow up, yeah. Laugh. Mama, roll 4 hours to live. Poppy.
We're going to DMX.
Run up and sit 24, I'll make you. Without cherish every breath.
There we go.
I know it's 24 left. In them harms, you should learn to tell the future. Without reading palms. When they coming with the bullets, you prepare with the bomb. So being violent, get stocks and bombs. 24 left until my death. So I'm gonna waste a lot of lives, but I'll cherish every breath. I know exactly where I'm going, but I'ma send you there first. And with the that I'll be doing, I'ma send you there worse. I've been living with a curse, and now it's all about to end. But before I go, say hello to my little friend. But I got to make it right.
Let me hear the bar. Let me hear your bar. Oh, man. Okay.
Telling you, don't sleep on Harlem World if you didn't know. If you didn't know there were bangers on there.
I heard DMX. I don't know. I subscribe to a lot of rap channels. I heard he kept sticking people up even after he was like super famous because he just liked to do it.
Well, and also,
I believe it. I believe it so much.
He also was like a man of God there near the end too, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was always a man of God. He used to always put a song called "The Prayer" on his album.
Yeah.
It'd be like another thing. Like I think that was his amends. That was like his.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, I stole from and killed all those people.
Dude, there's a
what a complicated.
Remember, he was
man.
pulling people over at airport. He pulled that guy over at airport and said he was an undercover cop because he cut him off.
Oh, I don't.
And he went to jail for that.
I didn't remember that.
Officer Darkman X.
Dude, do you remember? I want to say that I played clips of it way back in the day on Drew Garabo Live, but there was a show in the early infancy of Vice. Remember Vice when it was like the Action Bronson days?
Yeah.
Oh,
They had like this show where they would go and like sit down with racists. It was like a black dude, and he would go to like the most racist people in the world and have this conversation. And they had this like KKK member who obviously hated black people, but he said he found God because of DMX. Like the words of DMX, he was a white supremacist who found God because of DMX.
Hulk Hogan. No, that was Jesus. No, that was Jesus.
Hulk Hogan wasn't racist. That was taken out of context.
He found. Hold on, let me see if this. Yeah, I don't even know how you would find that.
Hate Thy Neighbor. Is that what it's called?
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Oh, I remember that.
Hate Thy Neighbor.
And a KKK dude found he was no longer racist because he found God through DMX.
Yeah, it was some variation of. I wonder if there's any chance.
It was probably DMX's version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer that did it. Just a
so
delight.
good.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, but still, it's very interesting. Let's step aside for a moment when we come back. Plenty to dig into. I didn't get to it yesterday, but this I don't want to call it a crime spree, a bizarre crime on a cruise ship when a lot of people are talking about things going on cruises. And has ChatGPT officially crossed over to being more human than technology? The answer might be yes. I'll tell you why. Coming up next with more John's Joints. Drew Garabo Live coming up at 4 o'clock. I'm hanging around. It's Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. Plenty to look forward to today on The Bone, so keep it locked right here. But before we do all that, we love telling you about our buddy, Jeff Borum.
J-E to the double F. Jeff Borum's the guy who's going to find you a qualified buyer for your home. He might have one right now. How does he do it? You haven't even listed your home yet? You'll need to contact Jeff Borum. Google him, B-O-R-H-A-M.
The thing about the Tampa Bay area and really the state of Florida as a whole right now is you need somebody, first and foremost, that you can trust. And secondly, somebody that knows the area. They call them the hot zips, spots that may be flooded, spots where maybe the prices aren't being ran up like they are in other neighborhoods. And when it comes to selling your home, you need Jeff Borum and Team Borum for that masterful marketing machine. They know more, and you can trust them at Team Borum. So make the call today.
Team Borum is powered by eXp Realty. And with Jeff, he'll give you options. Buy your home, sell your home, or rent your home. He is so plugged in. His marketing machine will cut through the BS and get you a qualified buyer for your home. Google him right now. You could be packing tonight. Jeff Borum, Borham.
This must be heavenly. I stumbled in. Well, I stumbled in.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Funny for Football, a clean comedy show for all ages, is happening live July 31st at the Chamberlain High School Auditorium.
Why did the football team go to the bank? To get their quarterback.
It'll definitely be funnier than that because we have Tampa's own Johnny B as host and a night filled with great comedians. Funny for Football, July 31st. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7 p.m. Tickets are only $10 and all money raised goes to support Chambo Football. To buy tickets or donate, go to theboneonline.com. Funny for Football. Laughter, community, football.
Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pasco, earlier overturned vehicle northbound I-75, shoulder blockage here past Wesley Chapel Boulevard. Stop and go now back to 56. In Hillsborough, already clogging westbound I-4 and southbound 275, partially road work related, and the usual 275 north into downtown. 41 north and around Madison Avenue beyond, delayed as well. In Pinellas, earlier wreck with all lanes now open, so it's now off to the side. Southbound US 19 at Nebraska, back to Highlands Boulevard. This is Eric in the Farah Farah Traffic Center. HCA Florida Apollo Beach emergency near the intersection of Mira Bay Boulevard and US Highway 41 North is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida South Shore Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation. I won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain, very intense, can make your eyes water. It makes you walk funny because you're trying to get pressure off your heel. I had instability. I was so frustrated. I didn't know what to do. And I was driving past the Good Feet store. I mean, why not? Give it a try.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love.
They wanted to make sure they fitted me with the right thing. And so they brought out several different arch supports and gave me the opportunity to try them in shoes and walk around with them until they found the perfect ones for my feet. I had no idea that they would be that patient, and I had no idea they would be that kind. And you just knew, like, your feet just, when they got on the right ones, they were like, oh yeah. And it really did make a big difference. It made my foot not hurt. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Stop by any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
It's tax-free week in Florida, and now's the best time to gear up for school at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Skip the taxes on the latest fits and kicks from Nike, Converse, Crocs, and more. Shop tax-free in Florida August 1st through the 31st at your local Academy or at academy.com. Exclusions apply.
Mike Calder for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. One moment you're living your life, the next you're being told you have cancer, or your heart just stops. No warning, no second chance. Some of you have worked your whole life, saved smart, and planned for the future. Retirement should be your reward, but instead of traveling or relaxing, you're in a fight for your life. And here's the terrifying truth. Heart disease and cancer are still the top 2 killers for men and women. And most of the time, they strike without a single symptom. But there's hope. Lifeguard Imaging's high-accuracy CT scans detect heart disease and hundreds of cancers before symptoms appear, and the doctors tell you it's too late. Early detection gives you the opportunity to do something about it. It's quick, painless, and could literally save your life. I got my scan and the peace of mind. You can't put a price on it. And right now, just for Bone listeners, when you join Lifeguard Imaging's Legacy program, you'll get a second membership for 50% off. Give it to your spouse, your sibling, your best friend, someone you want to protect. Don't wait until it's too late. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-584-8539. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-584-8539. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-584-8539. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-584-8539 or biglou.com.
Neutral is sending you to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in LA. Scan the QR code at Goose's, Norton's, and Dead Bob's. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Neutral, keep it tasty.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farrah and Farrah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delegato. Below average rain coverage pretty much into the weekend. Steamy tonight, lows low to mid 80s. Any showers and storms that pop up on Thursday will drift inland during the day and a high in the low to mid 90s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. Every afternoon in the 3 o'clock hour,
where did you go? Down Virginia, cross
we burn down these joints with the host of Drew Garabo Live. His name is Drew Garabo.
That's me.
This segment brought to you by Bubble Down Car Wash with a brand new location in Spring Hill. Think about the unlimited membership plan where you can go through as many times as you need to, whether it's sand from the beach, rain, storms, bugs, pollen, debris, whatever you got going on. Maybe your neighbor is constantly blowing their grass clippings on your car. Whatever that may be, you can go through as many times as you have to at Bubble Down Car Wash and the unlimited membership plan. Go now. Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, Spring Hill. You'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down.
Can I ask you a question, John Senning?
Yes, please.
I saw on the complete sheet today, the show prep sheet for lazy radio shows, that the number one pet name in America.
Oh yeah,
you guys talk about it?
Yeah,
it's Babe, right?
It is Babe.
What I don't know that I have ever heard you call Danielle in the years that I've known both of you as by a pet name.
Yeah, that's what we kind of figured out. Yeah, Danielle had that today, and Radio Danielle had that today, and that was pretty much where I ended up, where I kept kind of trying to role play with myself to see what naturally came out, and I don't think we landed on I just call her by her name.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I don't know. Nothing feels natural. Like baby, sugar,
Sugar's terrible.
Buttercup, babe. I mean, if there ever was any, I think it's probably babe. Like at a certain time. I think she calls me babe.
Yeah.
More than
I've heard that.
Yeah, than I call her babe.
Yeah, we're babe with each other
Yeah,
too.
babe.
It's just so easy.
Babe.
You too?
Well, no, me and Sarah.
Yeah.
You and John.
Yeah, no. I call him Sugar.
No, I call him Thunder Down Under.
We got our own names for each other.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't think there is one. I'm gonna pay close attention to my natural movements tonight and see if anything comes out. I'm gonna rapid fire a few joints real quick. Happy Gilmore 2 debuts to 46.7 million views, the biggest Netflix film opening ever. I don't recall the last time that so many people were all talking about the same movie. And I think that because it's on streaming, like there may have been movies that people were as excited about, but I think it takes a lot to get the masses out to the theater now. So I think it's probably been a minute since we've had this anticipated of a film come directly to a platform like Netflix, and they probably knew that was going to happen. And I'm going up and down with after I watched it. I was hard on it, and then I felt bad for being hard on it, and now I'm more prepared to say how much I didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
And that it lost something. Whatever the charm that the first one had for me, this one was devoid of it.
I think I'm going to watch it Friday night.
Oh, you still haven't watched it?
No. Sarah's daughter's a big Adam Sandler fan, and they're coming over Friday night.
I think you will truly enjoy it. I think it would be hard to hate it if you love golf. Because I can't tell you the last movie that was so intertwined with golf. You know what is coming out, and I heard T.M. Powell was on with Johnny B talking about it, is The Naked Gun.
That looks
with Liam Neeson.
That would be fun.
I don't know how you do that. You know what I mean? Like Liam Neeson was he's a straightforward action actor. Leslie Nielsen. Why do I feel like I'm saying the same name? Was a comedic actor unlike any other that we've seen in a very long time. That slapstick, over-the-top, bizarre comedy. We haven't had one of those in the mainstream since, so I'm hesitant to see how it will be funny. I do love the idea that somebody somewhere thought, let's try and bring this style of comedy back.
Sure.
The real sleeper story, though. Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson, a couple.
I love that.
What?
Yeah. I guess
in the movie.
No, in real life.
Well, in the movie, I think, and now in real life.
And she's going no makeup. Like
I've seen that,
she looks naturally beautiful.
She's looking pretty good.
Looks great.
And I saw them on the Today Show, and they look very much in love. Like they asked him about him being an item, and he had like a real funny answer, and they are just staring into each other's eyes. And I guess he hasn't dated or anything since his wife tragically died like 15 years ago.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
so this is this could have
was
been
like a disease or something.
Oh no, Sonny Bono style.
Yeah, it was. So I'm at this moment. I'm happy that those two are in love.
Yeah.
I'm open to liking it. I just don't know how Liam Neeson ends up being funny enough to carry that franchise.
What
He
if they
had
did a
funny
new
moments.
airplane? I would like a new airplane rather than a new Naked
Or
Gun.
like a Hot Shots.
That,
Drew and I, we would talk about that all the time because that genre doesn't exist
Like
anymore.
I think the Scary Movie.
The
Wayans stepped away and Weinstein just took over,
Yeah.
and they made disaster movie, epic movie. That took away from the spoofs, I think.
The Wayans definitely kept that genre going more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Then they did. Well, they got away from Scary Movie, and then they did. Was it Haunted House? Like they tried to essentially start their own.
Yeah.
It's just like slapstick doesn't even do it justice. Like where things constantly happen that don't matter, that hold no bearing. Like you could have a main character fall off of a roof and die, and then that doesn't really mean anything. Like it's just a very interesting genre.
I'm interested to see the co-star in Naked Gun. He was the guy you guys introduced me to him through the Kingdom. What was the fighting?
Oh,
Kingdom.
Frank Grillo?
Is that his name? The chubbier guy?
Grillo's in it?
He's in that?
No, not the main.
Jonathan Tucker?
He's like the fatter guy that was like special needs. He stabbed the homeless guy.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah. I mean, I like him in comedies. He's pretty good.
This has Cody Rhodes in it? Oh. Dude, he's the third listed on the cast. Liam Neeson, Pam Anderson, Cody Rhodes, Paul Walter Hauser.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. By the way, that new WWE Unreal show, I've never been captivated by a show in a very long time. Like as a wrestling fan,
Right.
But I mean, the most in-depth look at what wrestling is all about and what goes on behind the scenes. As I'm watching it, my brain is thinking this is going to make a bunch of people, maybe not fans that watch every week, but fans that weren't already fans, that where you realize like everybody's in on it. You know what I mean? I think that's the big thing for the wrestling haters. They go, oh, it's fake. It's with this. And you realize how in on it everybody is and all of the work that goes into it. And like, there's these moments where like they did the Netflix debut and the match that was the main event is going long and they're backstage and they're showing how these producers are talking to the refs and they're screaming at these guys like, we've got to be off Netflix in 3 minutes. We're shutting it down. And they're all fighting backstage and they're screaming at the ref and they're mad at the wrestlers when they come back. It's just a whole new approach that I didn't think I was going to be down with, that once I watched, I'm like, I think this is going to work and probably turn some heads.
It came up on my home screen yesterday, and I wanted to ask you. It said something about a gorilla or something. Like,
yeah,
what is that?
So gorilla position. They talked a lot about that. So that was originally named after Gorilla Monsoon.
I thought so.
Who, during the earliest days of wrestling becoming mainstream, he would sit in this position right in the curtain before people walk out and before people walk in. And he was kind of, managing things and producing the show in a way. Now that gorilla position is full, and they break it down what each seat at the gorilla position is doing. Triple H is here. The executive producer is here. Every match has a timekeeper and a match producer. It's just the stuff that I did not even know about pro wrestling. And yes, that was named after Gorilla Monsoon.
It seems very interesting. It's a far cry from what I got into wrestling, like the Gordon Solie Saturday Morning. You didn't get the impression there was a big team putting that together.
And there might have not been. And I think there are those old school minds that go, you're ruining it. Like, this might as well be one of those specials that they did on Fox where they show you how do they do the magic tricks.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's very much like that. I think it also shows you how much these guys are getting hurt and things like that. So it's worth the watch.
Boy, you bringing up magic makes me think of David Copperfield and how he wasn't he accused of all these nasty sex crimes and then that just went away.
And then he disappeared. And then he disappeared. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He did. We're going to have to do the full day tease again. Is ChatGPT going to take over? Has it gone full human? I'll tell you tomorrow in the joints. And I'll just feed you this one real quick. A Royal Caribbean crew member was found dead after police say he stabbed a guy and then jumped off the ship.
No, it was a woman.
Oh, he stabbed a woman. He stabbed a woman and then he jumped over.
Yeah.
So the stabbed lady recovering, all good. The stabber jumped overboard. Not good.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Captain Stabbing.
Yeah, man, the things that are going on these cruise ships, we're learning more and more.
That.
Oh, dude.
That was good. That was good.
Big fan of Captain Stabbing.
Yeah.
Friend of the show. Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live kicks off next with Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. I'm going to be hanging around for a bit. It's going to be a great time. It's me v. Jacob, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, after Jacob had that just impressive last-minute comeback on Mo weeks ago, I feel like I need to defend somebody's honor, and we'll do that next. Diz, thank you for everything today. Shout out to Danielle for being here. Appreciate it. But before we hand things over to Drew Garabo Live, we've got to tell you about an amazing event that's coming up a week from this Friday. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents St. Pete Grunge Fest Friday night, August 8th, being hosted by myself and Drew Garabo, featuring some of the best tribute bands on planet Earth. Nirvana, the tribute to Nirvana, still alive, the ultimate Pearl Jam tribute band. And in a nutshell, a tribute to Alice in Chains.
Yep, you can go to stpetgrungefest.com to find out where you can get your tickets the day before, or right now, go into any of these bars and just ask the bartender, hey, may I please have a pair of tickets to St. Pete Grunge Fest? Knockin' Boots Saloon on Keene Road in Largo, Brulin's Bar and Billiards on Icot in Clearwater, Eddie's Bar and Grill on Bay Pines Boulevard in St. Pete, Ferg's on Central in St. Pete, and Bourbon on Main on Grand Boulevard in Newport Richey. Again, a map with the locations live at stpetgrungefest.com.
And next Thursday, the day before the big show, it's National IPA Day. There will be some VIP ticket drops where we'll have a limited number of VIP tickets. I think I will be actually physically at one of those locations. So stay tuned to this program all next week to find out where I'll be with your VIP tickets. Again, go right now, would you? It's stpetgrungefest.com. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked right here.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone and Neutral are sending you to see one of the biggest bands of this or any generation. Oasis.
Live in California.
Oasis. Head to theboneonline.com now for the locations of QR code posters near you. Scan the QR code on the poster and you can score a flyaway to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in California, including airfare and tickets. And that's not all. You also get a pair of front row tickets to see Cage the Elephant at the Baycare Sound Clearwater on September 17th. Don't wait. Visit theboneonline.com now to find the location nearest you to register. From 102.5 The Bone and Neutral, keep it tasty. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, northbound US 19, just south of Curlew, we have a crash with the left lane blocked. Back stop and go to Winding Creek Boulevard. In Pasco, still give yourself about 10 minutes. There was an earlier wreck north of Wesley Chapel Boulevard, so stop and go congestion still back to 56. Couple construction zones in Hillsborough. Roadwork southbound 75 approaching Harney Road. Back not quite to Fletcher Avenue and 75 north to the I-4 off-ramp. Back a bit to Dr. King. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Shop Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram for some all-American savings with deals on over 1,000 vehicles during our American-made sales event. You pay what we pay with employee pricing for all. Get 0 down, 0% APR and no payments for 90 days. Plus, scan the QR code to enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500. All during our American-made sales event and the Make This the Summer sales event. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
John Senning here for the National Aviation Academy. Are you just entering the workforce and looking for answers on what you want to do? Or are you sick and tired of your career and you want to change? Well, how about a new life in the world of aviation maintenance? It can be a reality with the help of the National Aviation Academy right here in beautiful Clearwater, Florida, where you can be trained in just a few months by getting your hands dirty, working on engines of planes and jets and props, all sorts of things that I don't know anything about, but you absolutely will. The next class starts August 20th. Visit them online today at naa.edu.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Farmers and ranchers, when it's time to buy or sell